keeping, rolling to his right. Wants to look downfield.
He did not make it. He didn't make it.
We held him.
Unbelievable.
He's going to throw the ball. He's got a man deep.
He's got it.
He's got a man in the middle.
Touchdown!
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 We win!
Touchdown!
Lots of exciting games last season. That game against Cochranton was one of them. This year, it's the Cardinals at Carter Field, and it's homecoming 2017. And our coverage of Titusville Rocket football this season is brought to you by these great sponsors: State Farm Insurance, by Bayless Fuel Service, by Oil Creek Plastics, by Interstate Pipe and Supply, by Larry's Auto Service, by True Value Hardware, by Anderson Physical Therapy, by Armstrong, by the Gordon B. Garrett Funeral Home, by the Titusville Dairy Products Company, by Joe Taylor Ford, by Farmers National Bank, by the Meadville Medical Center, Titusville Area Hospital, by the Blue Canoe Brewery, by the Titusville Moose Family Center, by the Barking Lot, by Wagner's Gun Tech, by the Oil Country Federal Credit Union, by Corky's Pizza and Subs, by Family Video, by the Titusville Beverage. And once again, homecoming 2017. We are live at Carter Field in beautiful Titusville, Pennsylvania. The floats are making their way to the field after a little bit of rain this afternoon. It is the 1-4 Cardinals and the 0-5 Titusville Rockets. Let's bring in our broadcast crew. Jim Bodemer and Steve Bodemer. Guys, welcome.
Well, we're back at Carter Field for another homecoming, and one thing you can say about the Titusville football, Steve, is we do homecoming right. It's one of the real highlights of every season, and they never let you down. So if you folks are out there and you're running around Titusville and you got a chance, stop down, because you're in for a really good ball game tonight, as well as a spectacle for our homecoming. But it's good to be here.
Now, let me ask you this, Steve. The steps we're watching right now, where the Rocket players have been coming up and down those steps for years, decades. What's it like to come down those steps on homecoming night?
It's
okay, good.
interesting. No, it's always been a big deal when we get a chance to come down. The nice thing about it is you in the locker room, you're elevated, so you get a chance to be up high looking down on it. And homecoming night, you know, when you come out for warm-ups, there's a little bit more of a spring in your step and so forth as you go through the pregame warm-ups. Then you go back into the locker room like we just saw Titus will do, and you're going to get their last-minute instructions and tell them to, you know, concentrate on what you're supposed to do, know your assignments. They'll actually try to settle you down a little bit, which may sound a little weird, but they will try to settle you down just a little bit. And then, of course, the lights will become a little bit more bright, and then you'll be let loose, and that's when you come down here and you try to tag some people and score some points.
Of course, Steve, for you, at the time you're getting ready for the game, it was probably afterwards where you look back and thought, yeah, you know what, that was exciting to be a part of this atmosphere.
Well, it really is. You know, this homecoming week now is more than what we had. They have events all week during school and so forth. And if you get the Herald, or if you've seen the Herald online, I'm sure you've seen some of the events that Titusville runs during the course of the week, which is a little bit more than what we did. But homecoming was always a special night. The pageantry, the parades, the floats. Homecoming is a big deal here in Titusville. I don't think tonight's going to be any different. Our kids hopefully come out fired up, ready to play. They got an excellent shot, I think, at a win here tonight. If they can play their game, it'll make it just that much better.
Well, Jim, Rockets aren't the only team struggling in the region. You also, if you look at Cochranton, 1-4 this season, new coach this year. There's a lot of changes with that organization. Yeah,
there has been, and but one of the things they do have back is Firemuth, fine running back and quarterback, and he's going to be a real force for Cochranton tonight. They depend a lot upon him. Their running game's a big aspect of their game, and so I suspect that they're even though they're rebuilding, Steve, and even though they got a new coaching staff, you're going to find that they're going to be a tough ball club. If they block well, they run about 150 yards per game. They only throw for about 35. So stop the run, you got to win. Don't stop the run, you're going to go home a loser.
That's exactly the way it'll be.
You had a chance to sit down with Coach Hancock, Steve. We're going to listen to those comments and watch those comments here in just a moment. This is the Larry's Auto Service Blue Canoe Brewery pregame show. Rocket football coverage continues right after this.
Anderson Physical Therapy is committed to your long-term health and well-being. With certified licensed therapists, Andersons can provide therapy for all your rehabilitation needs. With offices located at 202 Union Street in Titusville and 118 Main Street, Tityute, Anderson looks forward to opening their new location in Cambridge Springs, making it convenient for you to get back to doing the things you enjoy. So stay on top of your game with Anderson Physical Therapy, with convenient locations in Northwest Pennsylvania and online 24/7 at andersonphysicaltherapy.net.
A stranger, crazy, or quirkier group of dog lovers cannot be found. We've looked, and that's what you'll find at the parking lot in Titusville. Dogs love us because we love dogs. We do everything we can to make sure our clients, dogs, not people, are completely comfortable and happy when they come to our shop. We've worked hard to create a safe, happy, and wholesome environment for everyone. We offer grooming, daycare, and boarding. Plus, you'll find a few products that our clients will love, and so will their owners. So bring your pups in and let them discover their new home away from home, the parking lot on Franklin Street in Titusville.
Interstate Pipe and Supply means it when we say service means business. With a knowledgeable staff, full fleet of trucks, and large product offering, we can answer your questions and fill your orders, big job or small. Covering multiple applications and industries, we're not just a plumbing location, but a one-stop shop assisting homeowners and contractors quickly and efficiently. We are locally owned and make it our #1 priority to keep our customers returning and happy. We have been a staple in the Titusville community for 40+ years. Stop in today and let us service you. Good luck to the Titusville Rockets this year.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Rocket Football. This is the pregame show, and with me is Coach Hancock. And Coach, let's unfortunately let's go back a little bit. Last week's game, started off with a bang.
Yeah, you can't, that's kind of why we draw it up like that to start out, and it was real positive. We had a nice 2-3 plays right in a row that went well.
For us, and then we kick off, and we just can't seem to stop opposing offenses right now. Defensively, We're just having a lot of trouble.
Yeah, and as we kind of talked, we don't adjust well in game. Even though we scout and we tell them tell the kids these are the plays that they like to go to, and that counter really killed us last week. And the kids knew it was coming. It's just they kind of get lost and start becoming a spectator instead of being involved.
And and that's the hard part about it is you go over these things and over them and you practice them. You know what this team wants to run,
right?
And they're going to run it until you stop it.
Sure. And a lot of run-based offenses are like that. If it works this side, it'll probably work the other side. So they just flip it. It's not like we aren't expecting something to come back the other way, but. We just don't seem to react well when they do that. So,
well, we started off okay. We had the big touchdown run from Parker Harvey early in the game. We got up, and we noticed that as we went on, even through the first half, even though we were getting pushed around a little bit and weren't making plays at halftime, I think we were only down 19-6.
Yeah.
So we're still in the game at this point, but the mentality of this team. Is now being drawn into questions here because you're in this game, but it seems like we just let it go and then the onslaught.
Sure. It is a thinking man's game, but a lot of that is emotionality, and we've not had a lot of plays in a row that we can build on to get the emotion up high enough to keep it up.
And emotion plays a big part in this game. If you've got emotion on your side, momentum on your side, you can accomplish an awful lot.
Absolutely.
This week, homecoming week at school, there's a lot of extra activities. What's practice been like this week?
Well, it's been good, and we changed things around again just to add some competition in our drills, and the kids reacted really well on Tuesday. Wednesday, I don't know if it was too much at school, but Wednesday's practice we were a little disappointed with. So hopefully we come back tonight. We have a night practice. I want the kids to enjoy the whole experience of homecoming. It's special. It's something, but it's a lot more special when you win it.
Yeah,
So.
it is definitely a much more enjoyable atmosphere for homecoming. And homecoming at Titusville has always been a big deal.
Sure.
I mean, we've been visitors for somebody else's homecoming, and it's the usual kind of thing. At Titusville here, it's a big deal.
Sure.
And to stay focused this week for our team is going to be crucial.
Absolutely. We have some things that adversity we have to overcome in regards to some injuries. So, kids have been working on that, and you've got to stay focused and understand what the job is. Have fun, but understand what the job is. The job is to go out there and compete. So,
Well, we've got Cochranton tonight. Last year's game, another one of those games right down to the wire.
Yeah.
A very, very exciting ball game. Looking at them just briefly, you've got 1 or 2 kids that you've really got to spy on.
Sure. Number 2 and number 7, they've shared some time at quarterback. Last year, 2 was their quarterback, but he went out to some receiver this year, earlier in the year. But I think they've they're trying to find a mix too. It's a new coach, new staff, so 2's back at quarterback. So, it's going to be, they like to establish a run game, and he's 90% of that run game. So we need to be able to stop him.
If Titusville can stop the run game, if we can put them in behind the chains, get them in second or third and long, they don't seem, at least on paper, they don't seem real effective in a passing game.
Right. No, that's we'd like to, you always wonder, but we'd like to push them into that passing so they might make a mistake or two. So
Offensively, for us tonight against their defense, we try to stick with a balanced attack. We've got a big, strong running back in Parker Harvey, and Parker has broken a couple of long runs.
Sure.
But he needs to understand too that there's times to be a power back.
Sure.
And can we use his power? I mean, 205-pound running back's a
Right.
good sized back.
Right. He's completely capable of grinding those types of things out. And then I think we last game we tried to complement that with some speed from Ryan Bish, and we're going to try a Charlie Nicholson in there tonight too. So give them like a curveball every once in a while. But I think that only helps Parker's running style to be able to have a breather here and there. But really, when we ask him to carry the ball, carry it as hard as you can. So
Yes, and I think if we can get Parker going early, maybe bring them up a little bit,
Right.
and then be able to sneak behind. Now, last week, Jack Garrett went the full distance at quarterback. Fish was on the injured side. Is he back, or is he still banged up, and we're still looking at Jack?
We're still looking at Jack. We're he's going to have to again carry us in the game, and he's a lot more comfortable with running the ball, but we've got to have an off play that here or there that we can throw the ball. So we've got to continue to work at letting him have an opportunity to complete some of those. But then our receivers, I thought we had a couple opportunities, like you said last week, that they might not be the most the easiest catch to make, but you've got to make those.
You got to make those catches. When you're a team that struggles,
Right.
That's what you hear a lot of people different at all levels, really.
Sure.
When a team's struggling, you need somebody to step up, make the play,
Right.
to keep things going or to turn
To keep
the tide.
those chains moving, right?
Yeah,
Or
and-
you can't have 15 plays of offense and not come away with points.
Right. You've got to be able to
So-
sustain the drive and get points out of it.
Right.
Sitting at 0-5, it's been a tough year. Everybody
Yeah.
knows that. The mentality of the ball club, their spirit.
Sure. I think it's a good week to have homecoming, because this is again, every week is crucial, but this is one of those things that we need something positive to happen. So that's what we're shooting for, and kind of reminding the kids. And we're still asking a lot of them. We expect to go to your full potential. And to this point, I think we've kind of struggled with that.
Well, in Titusville, again, the roster is not real deep, and then you add into it an injury problem.
A quarter of
things
our
get
team.
thin.
Yeah.
Things get really thin. Well, tonight homecoming here at Carter Field, and we'll see if whether or not Titusville can turn the tide and get their first win of the year. It's Titusville and Cochranton, and we'll be right back.
Hospital partners, Meadville Medical Center and Titusville Area Hospital together provide a continuum of high-quality care across Crawford County. Both create the ultimate patient experience. Every patient, every time. Meadville Medical Center and Titusville Area Hospital are more than a hospital. We are a hospital partner, a community partner, a family partner, and a health partner.
Healing Heroes is an opportunity for Armstrong and our communities to give back. We've partnered with Guardian Angels Medical Service Dogs, which rescues, raises, and individually trains the highest caliber service and assistance dogs at their facility in Williston, Florida. They are then paired with veterans with disabilities such as PTSD, seizure disorders, and more. If you would like to help, visit facebook.com/ArmstrongOneWire and click the Healing Heroes tab. Together, we can unleash the power to heal.
Oil Creek Plastics, the industry leader in polyethylene pipe, is proud to be a part of the Titusville community and a proud sponsor of Titusville High School athletics. Located off Route 27 in East Titusville, Oil Creek Plastics has been a vested part of the Titusville community for 28 years. At Oil Creek Plastics, we take pride in supporting our community and are thrilled to bring instant and slow motion replay to the stream's Titusville Rocket sports broadcasts. In Titusville and here to stay, Oil Creek Plastics. Best of luck to the Titusville Rockets.
And the national anthem.
Remain standing as the choir will sing the Titusville alma mater.
And the alma mater.
Titusville concert choir with the alma mater, and we picked up most of that after fashion. Well, pretty good night for football. 54 degrees on our temperature outside, Steve, and not too bad. Should not be a major problem with cramps and so on. Bill McCrillis is down the field. Bill, can you hear me down there?
Yeah, we got you.
What do you have down there field condition-wise?
Oh, it's really nice. It's a little damp. It's not too bad. We could use that little bit of rain we got, so the footing should be really good.
Wireless Mike brought to you tonight by Titusville Dairy Product Company and the Titusville Motor Company. We thank them for their sponsorship. We're about ready to have the toss of the coin. We'll find out who's going to receive, who's going to kick off, and get this game underway. Still waiting for the Cochranton Cardinals to come out of the locker room, and we're just a bit ahead of schedule, as Steve mentioned to you a few moments back. But we'll have all that for you. The kickoff's coming right up, and we will conclude tonight's pregame show with Larry's Auto and the Blue Canoe Brewery.
Bayless Fuel in Titusville carries a full line of automotive and truck maintenance supplies, like Wix filters, the best performing, most reliable filters in the world. Interstate Batteries, the #1 replacement brand battery in North America. Bayless Fuel also carries motor oils, greases, and specialty lubricants, like hydraulic oils, transmission fluid, brake fluid, antifreeze, and more. Let the friendly staff find the right product for the job at hand. Bayless Fuel on South Brown Street in Titusville.
It's Joe Taylor Ford's 16th anniversary, and we want to say thank you. Thank you for making Joe Taylor Ford your first choice when purchasing a new or used vehicle. So for this month only, we're giving away some cool stuff. Stop in anytime and register for chances to win every Monday, no purchase necessary. We want to say thank you for 16 great years of business. Oh, and while you're here, check out the Ford F-150 or Ford Escape. So hurry on in to Joe Taylor Ford and celebrate with us. Route 257 in Seneca.
You could be my love, even if the sky is falling down. I know that we'll be safe and sound.
So many Americans struggle with finances. Starting today, State Farm is here to help, giving us all the chance to simply sit down and learn. Visit letstarttoday.com or talk to an agent.
We're safe and sound.
The Titusville Moose Family Center number 84 is a proud supporter of Titusville Rocket Athletics. And just like in Rocket Sports, the Titusville Moose Lodge is committed to working together to make our community a better place to live, work, and play. The Titusville Moose Family Center contributes thousands of dollars into scholarship opportunities for area students, in addition to supporting other nonprofit entities in our own backyard. Students, get involved with your community and make a difference. Good luck, Rockets, and know we'll always be cheering for you from the Titusville Moose Family Center.
And welcome back to the Larry's Auto Service Blue Canoe Brewery pregame show here at Carter Field. It is homecoming 2017, and we are excited to be here tonight. Guys, we talked about on paper that, again, on paper, looks like a pretty even matchup. Steve, we could probably say the same thing about last year's matchup.
Well, last year was really a very tight ball game when Titusville wins it again in the final seconds, 26-21. First half score, and Titusville was actually down one of the few times they were down, 14-7. Total plays 51 and 64, and as the teams are, Cochranton's out now, the captains are shaking hands here. We'll be down, go down to Bill on the mic for the coin toss. Bill?
Okay, here we go, guys. We're going to switch it around here.
Won the toss, they're taking the football. Titusville has won the toss and is elected to receive the open kickoff.
I don't know why we have Bill when we have Greg Hauk.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, that was an early toss and a late one.
So Titusville's going to receive, and that's what happened last weekend. And we got off to a pretty good start because they had that big run by Parker Harvey last week. So perhaps we can get the same thing going here this evening, Steve.
No, that's what we got to try to do here is try to score early and hopefully a little more often.
All right, guys, one more quick timeout, and kickoff is coming up next. This is the Larry's Auto Service Blue Canoe Brewery pregame show, and we're wrapping things up. Kickoff is coming up.
Farmers National Bank has always been committed to the communities they serve. It's part of our mission to remain an independent community bank where the art of a handshake has not been lost. We continue to strive to offer the highest standard in industry competitive products and services. We act not only to benefit the bank, but our customers, businesses, communities, and our employees, because we know our employees pride themselves in their work and serving their communities. When you invest with us, you can be proud to know that we're investing it right back, and that's the way it should be. We're Farmers National Bank. Go Rockets!
The Gordon B. Garrett Funeral Home is dedicated to providing the highest level of service to Titusville and surrounding communities. Our family and staff continues the tradition started by Gordon B. Garrett in 1965, treating our clients with care and respect. Since then, we have grown, now in our third generation and in 2 locations, 303 North Washington Street and 203 East Main Street, Titusville. The Gordon B. Garrett Funeral Home, a history of tradition and commitment to excellence.
Sometimes, a project becomes more than just checking off your to-do list.
Behind every project is a true value, with locations in Titusville and in Franklin. Whether you're a hunter, sports shooter, or collector, you'll want to come in and check out the all-new Wagner's Gun Tech. Wagner's Gun Tech is now open on State Highway 27 in Titusville, carrying a great selection of quality guns, ammunition, gun safes, and more. Wagner's Gun Tech is buying, selling, and trading firearms. They also offer expert gun repair and appraisal, and coming soon, professional gunsmithing. Wagner's friendly, knowledgeable staff will be happy to help you find just what you're looking for. Call them at 775-0688, or better yet, stop into Wagner's Gun Tech, Route 27, Titusville.
Welcome to Titusville Area School District's presentation of Titusville Rocket Sports on the Stream.
And getting all set to get the opening kickoff. Dustin Halsey will kick it off for the Cardinals. Titusville has 3 back. Palma, Parker, and Jackson. They're standing back at about their own 15. And the kick's going to go to the left side. Going to be taken in the front line at about the 25. Looking for a room to run. Comes out to the outside and is going to get nothing as he comes across close to the 30-yard line. And that's where Titusville put it in play. First down and 10. It was Crawford on the return, Steve.
Yeah, it's catch the ball, but get going. Just don't look for things. Just see, try to find a quick crease and kick it into gear, get upfield.
So first down and 10, Titusville. The ball at the Titusville 31-yard line. Just underway here at homecoming at Carter Field. So if you're on your way down, come on down. Big crowd. Another big crowd here. Good to see everybody out. Titusville will send singles to the right. Keep the tight end on tight side and the left side. Have a man in the wing left. Ball's given off to the guard coming across the left side, the T-back, and he's going to be thrown down. That's Bish, and he's racked up for a loss of about 1 on the play. Check that, it'll be about 4 or 5 on the play.
That's Kenny Custed from Cochranton coming through there. Making a nice tackle on the play there. Titusville got to do a better job up front. This is one of the things we talked about and have talked about all year for Titusville is the front line. Up front, line of scrimmage play is going to determine who wins this ball game.
Jackson comes wide to the left for Titusville. A little different formation for Titusville right now. Under center is Garrett. Man in the wing right, 2 in the backfield. Strong side right for Titusville. Ball's given off to Bish, coming across the right side, gets out to the outside, brings it back to about the original line of scrimmage. Pick up about 3 or 4 on the play.
You're not expecting this type of an offense. Normally, Titusville likes to spread you out wide. So far, Coach Hancock's trying to throw a curveball and keeping everybody in tight. But here we're third and 12, third and 13 on this play.
This time, Titusville will send single to the right in signs. Keep Jackson to the wide to the left. Backs will be split beside Garrett, who is in now shotgun. A little bit more traditional. Ball's given to Parker Harvey, drives straight ahead, and he's going to pick up maybe 1 or so, and it's going to bring up a 4th down and about 10 for Titusville, so it'll be a 3 and out for Titusville, and we'll have to punt it away.
Yeah, Dalton Boozer, 6'2", 200-pound junior for Cochranton on the stop there, and I believe he's coming in from one of the defensive tackle positions. So again, line of scrimmage not going in our favor right now.
Cochranton will send 2 back to receive. Garrett Long standing back, they're about their 40-yard line, along with, I believe, Caden Taters. We'll see. We get a number here. Yeah, now we have a timeout. Titusville has to take a timeout. Personnel problem. So first time out of the game with a 4th down and 11 for Titusville. So a 3-and-out, Steve, and a timeout. Not the way we wanted to get it going here.
Well, this is one of the things that Titusville has done to themselves so far this year, and this is just what they got to stop doing. The mental mistakes, not being on the right, being on the field when you're supposed to be, not being lined up right, missing blocks, so forth. It's just a massive frustration for the coaches, I'm sure, on here. You know, Titusville, you just got to stop doing this. It's time to play football.
Hey, Steve.
Yeah.
I think the coach got a little frustrated that time. He threw that clipboard about 5 yards.
Well, everybody has their limit, and I'm sure these kids right now are kind of pushing Coach Hancock's.
That's the first time I've seen him do that. It was kind of unusual for Coach.
Nick Slauson now standing back along with Garrett Long as Parker Harvey gets back, sets up for the punt. Harvey's got the ability to put the ball in the air for a long hang time. Waiting for the snap. Pretty good snap. Harvey's kick is away. It's going to be a short kick. It's up in the air, but it's short.
Hit him.
And waiting for it to hit, did not. The ball only comes to midfield, so it's only about a 29-yard punt. So it'll be first down and 10. Cochranton with a short field, relatively short field for Cochranton in their first possession.
Yeah, they're at the 50-yard line here. We're kind of hoping for a lucky bounce here because there's a couple of Cardinals standing there with their backs to it, not having any idea where that ball was at. The deep men there have to yell a word or a phrase or something to get people to clear out of the way.
You mentioned an early start. I was just noticing that it's taking a little bit for the lights to come on, so
yeah.
It's just now 7 o'clock.
Garrett Long will go into center for the Cardinals. He has 2 in the backfield. Curtis Fryermuth, you'll hear that name a lot, running at fullback. Tailback's creeping up. Ball's given off from Fryermuth. He's straight up the middle. The 35, the 30, 25, the 20, and going to be brought down inside the 20 at about the 17, maybe inside the 15, maybe down around the 12. Straight up the gut, and the big fullback picks up a bundle. First down and 10.
This is just straight ahead running here for Cochranton. You're going to see they're going to open a gap here in the middle. I'm not sure where our linebackers. Parker Harvey slips. That's what happens with him, and that opens up the middle.
First down and 10 inside the Titusville 15 at the 13. So a big play right off the get-go for Fryermuth. This time the Cardinals will send one each side. Now they put a man in the slot left. Fryermuth and Taters in the backfield. Man in motion. Ball's given off to the man in motion. Come to the right side, and he's tripped up. Vroman,
yeah, it's a nice play here by Vroman. He steps up and doesn't overcommit, and that's what I like to see here. A lot of times you'll see defensive ends or outside backers push way upfield. You'll see him right on the right side of your screen. He doesn't over-penetrate. It allows makes the back choose where he wants to go, and we get help from the back side.
Wide to the left goes Lentz, and to the right is Slauson. Now Fryermuth will go into the tailback position behind Taters. Long under center. Ball's given up. First man through. Check the fumble on the play. Trying to go to the second man, and I believe Cochranton got it.
No, it's Titusville ball.
Oh, Titusville got it. Oh, blind as I could be.
Yeah, number 15. I don't have our roster.
That's Jackson.
Jackson?
No, I'm sorry. Zayd Crawford.
With the recovery on that. Now Titusville gets a break here. It looked like Cochranton was going in to score, and I don't know whether the ball didn't get into the running back's stomach area or what, but it came loose, and Titusville quick to jump on the football.
Titusville now will have it first down and 10. The ball will be at their own 10-yard line. So, break for Titusville. Vroman signs, and not sure who the other one is. Stover, I believe, on the right side. Single to the left for Titusville. Ball is given off to Harvey. Harvey straight ahead. Out close to the 15-yard line. Pick up of about 4 on the play.
Yeah, if I'm calling offensive plays right now, I think Cochranton's going to see an awful lot of Parker Harvey tonight. I'm going to tell Parker, just like here, good pull here, comes up, finds the hole, drop the shoulder pads, and drive the legs. Make them tired of getting in front of you.
Drummond goes wide to the right. Now Titusville have men in the wings both sides. Single back. Garrett out of shotgun. Garrett, the fumble in the backfield. Titusville gets down on it. No, they did not. It's in the end zone where they call it down. They did. They called him down. back around the 3-yard line, trying to run that receiver reverse.
Well, you know, on the play, the snap comes in and it's high, and he has to reach for it, and it throws him out of position. No adjustment made there. You know, that's kind of a bang-bang thing, but fortunately we got a quick whistle to the recovery.
3rd down and 17 now. The ball is back at the Titusville 4. We'll send trips to the right, single to the left. Garrett out of the end zone, along with Parker Harvey next to him on the left side. Garrett looking to throw. Now he's going to pull it down, try to come up the middle. He's out across the 15, the 20. Get a block, get a block. He's across the 25 and knocked out of bounds at the 30. Big play.
Nice job here. Now, you got to credit your offensive line here. They do a nice job of standing people up at the line of scrimmage, giving him an avenue to run through, and Jack sees that. Garrett sees that. The quarterback runs to his left side and picks up a 1st down. A big offensive play there for Titusville.
The ball's out to the Rocket 30-yard line. It'll be 1st down and 10. Vroman and Signs will go to the right. Single to the left for Titusville. I believe it's Stover. Now we have double in the backfield. Put a man in motion. That's Jacobson to the right. High snap. Pass goes to the right side. It's going to be over the head of Jacobson. Trying to throw a little flare out there, but snap hurt us.
You know, that's the thing. When you're running an offense like Titusville does, that snap's got to be there. You can't make a quarterback reach above his head. Jack does a nice job, Garrett, catching the ball. But by the time he gets back under control and turns to fire, he's got somebody in his face, and he's got to airmail the thing over the receiver. Fortunately, that was forward, not backwards.
3 to the right for Titusville, single to the left. 2nd down and 10. We're at the Titusville 30-yard line. Rockets' 2nd possession. Garrett out of shotgun. Keeps, rolls to his right. He's got a man over the middle. Complete to Vroman out of midfield. And he's hit and knocked back, but we'll give him about the 47-yard line. That was a nice pass. That was a real nice catch by Vroman, Steve.
Really nice catch by Vroman. Finally, we get somebody to hold on to a football. The pass from Garrett was just a little bit high, but on the mark, and Vroman does a nice job. That coming across that middle can make somebody really nervous.
Boy, Garrett Long come up there for Cochranton and really smacked him. Knocked it back about 3 yards. I thought he might drop the ball. 1st and 10 Titusville. Man in motion to the left is Jacobson. Garrett looking to throw. Big rush. Throws to the right side. It's got Parker Harvey. He's out at the 50, the 45, the 40, and knocked out of bounds at about the 38-yard line.
Well, we've heard Coach Hancock talk about it in meetings in interviews that you've got to understand your offense and know what you're doing. This is a good read. Jack Garrett sees the blitzer coming in, knows right where to go with the football, and delivers it on the mark, and Parker Harvey gets a chance to turn it upfield. Titusville with a drive mounted here.
There's Curtis Fryermuth of Cochran putting the pressure on Garrett. Titusville will send Signs and Vroman to the right, and we'll have a timeout. So Cochran wants to talk it over, and
I would too right now.
Yeah, good drive going.
Let's go down to the field real quick to Bill McCrillis, who's on the wireless mic, brought to you by the Titusville Dairy Products Company and by the Titusville Motor Company. Bill, what's the atmosphere like this homecoming Friday?
Hey, it's upbeat. I'll tell you what, nice catch by Vroman there. I thought he was going to drop the ball. It was a heck of a hit.
Well, it was a nice, because he bobbled it just a little bit there. You know, like we said, you come across the middle as a receiver, and that ball's up in the air a little bit, leaves you open to a safety coming in there and laying a lick on you. He did a nice job of bringing the ball down. Did get the lick, but managed to hold on to the ball.
By the way, being homecoming, let me send a big hello out to a buddy of mine who's recuperating, Mr. Bill Good. Had an altercation with a piece of farm equipment and lost that altercation, but I hope he's doing better. And if you're watching, Bill, we do want to say hi to you on this homecoming night. Former member of the Titusville faculty, good friend.
I had him for math class.
Did you?
Yeah. That's why I know
That's why he was a good friend. That's why he's a good friend. He spent a lot of time with him talking about you.
2 to the right, 2 to the left for Titusville. 1st down, 10 at the Cochranton 34. Garrett dropping back to throw. Garrett still dropping back. Throws up short. It's picked off. Across the 40, the 45, the 50, and brought down to 45 is Cochranton. Could see that one coming.
Passes intercepted by
Cade Miller.
Yeah, the problem with this play, it was there earlier, but Jack was a little slow in delivering it. Right now, you got to throw it. It's open. Now, Parker's turned upfield, and the linebacker has seen him turn upfield and drifted over that way to make the interception.
So we have a turnaround. Titusville took it away down on the fumble, and this time Cochranton picks it off, and Cochranton will have a first down and 10 as they go the other way. Barzak will come wide to the right, along with Lentz. In fact, they have 3 to the right now, and I believe the other will be Tatters, single in the backfield. Garrett Long under center for Cochranton, their second possession. Pitch comes to the tailback, to the backside. It's Lindemuth. He's trying to come across Firemuth, and he's going to drive ahead big, boys. And he pushes down inside the 45 to about the 42.
Well, we have a couple of kids out there to make plays on it. We just can't seem to get shoulders onto the big fullback.
Firemuth, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're going to see him coming up here. Roman comes up and cuts him off from the outside. Here comes Garrett. But neither one of them can get enough of a body into him to stop him, so he's going to drag people and pick up about 5 yards.
Firemuth is a 5'11", 205-pound junior. He is their leading running back. Barzak now goes wide to the left. Lentz in the slot left. And also to far side left will be Caton Tatters. Again, Firemuth the only running back. Strong side right. Long under center. The Cardinals give the ball off to Firemuth straight ahead, and he's going to be hit and dropped inside the 40, about the 39-yard line.
Looks like that's 51. I think that's Dunlap.
Yeah.
Caleb Dunlap doing a nice job getting off a block and keeping that to a minimal gain, and almost stripped the ball out of Firemuth's hands there. That's one of the things Titusville may see. He might be a little bit loose in the way he carries the ball, be able to strip him a couple of times.
5:10 left to go first quarter. No score. Been an exciting first 7-8 minutes of the ball game. Triples to the left once again for the Cardinals. Single in the back. Long under center. Put a man in motion now to the right. The ball's given off the first man straight through his Firemuth. Boy, he drives, leg drive inside the 35 to about the 34, enough for the first down.
All right, again, that's Dunlap coming in there, getting off a block, trying to make a stop. And that's tough to do because he doesn't get a chance, or you'll see him. He's on the left center of your screen. He's going to come off the block. There's the adjustment he makes, just not quick enough to get a shoulder to him, but does a nice job of getting an arm and holding on, waiting for help. That on our Oil Creek Plastics replay.
First down and 10 with 4:40 to go first quarter. Both teams have had a couple of good drives ending with turnovers. Now singles both sides for the Cardinals. High formation. Ball's given off to the big tailback. Spins after one hit, and then he's going to get stacked and racked up right about the line of scrimmage. A little more better pursuit, Steve, with some 4 or 5 brown shirts there to make the hit.
Well, it's not only just the pursuit, but we're getting penetration. Now, you're going to see on this play here, real quickly coming in here, and I can't see, 42 comes in. I don't have his number.
That's Titus.
Titus comes in here. Keep your head up, though. If he keeps his head up, you're going to make the tackle here. You got to be ready to make the tackle. But good pursuit, you're right. Gang tackling for Titusville. The defense is playing a little better so far.
Lentz to the left. Barzak to the right. Again, I formation for the Cardinals. Strong side left. Ball's given off to, again, Firemuth. Oh, he breaks the tackle, drives ahead, and still driving. Inside the 30, he broke loose, and now he's brought down right around first down territory. Strong runner. He does get the first down.
Again, Titusville there in time. Just can't bring him down. You got to drive your feet against this young man. He's a good, strong runner. Keeps his legs churning. Titusville's got to do that. Hit and wrap and keep your legs driving so that you can bring him down.
First down and 10. Ball's down now to the Titusville 22-yard line. Lentz to the right. Barzak to the left. I formation. Strong side right now for the Cardinals. They put a man in motion to the left. That's Lentz. Lentz. Ball's getting straight up the middle. Firemuth in for the touchdown.
No,
check that. I'm sorry. That's Taters.
Caton Taters.
Caton Tatters for the touchdown. That was wide open. Boom and gone.
Yeah, a little bit of, I think Titusville got caught looking, watching this action here. Everybody expected, you can see, everybody expecting that counter to go, and nobody paying attention to the young man running right up the middle.
So Cochranton gets the first points on the board, and Titusville has to take a timeout now on the extra point attempt. That's their second timeout already in the half. 6-0, Cardinals on top with the extra point coming up here. So a couple of turnovers each way, Steve, but the Cardinals able to pick up and drive the ball down and get that big play and get in the end zone.
Well, and that's one of the things that we've talked about all year for Titusville is we've got to stop making the mistakes. Of course, throwing that pass a little late allows it to get the pick off, and he's going to give up a touchdown here. And defensively, misreading your keys, not staying at home. You can see in our replays, everybody's kind of scattering it as where they're going and opens up the middle.
I didn't notice on the replay, but is that the A gap? Is that?
It's right around. Yeah, it's in that A gap.
I was watching a college.
Twice they've done that real quick.
I was watching a college game the other night, and one of the announcers said, former coach, said nobody should ever give up an A gap.
Yeah.
Hey, Jim.
And so yes, Bill.
Maybe you can get a chance for somebody on the camera to these skies over here. I mean, it's moving in really, really quick.
Yeah, I was just noticing that on the last shot that we had. I was looking at the skies on the monitor, Bill. And now the Cochranton Cardinals are going to go for 2. Put a man in motion to the left. Ball's given off to Farmer. Gives it to the man in motion, trying to get to the outside, and he's not going to get there.
No, fumbled it.
3:07 left to go to the first quarter. Cardinals 6, the Titusville Rockets nothing. We'll be back with the Cochranton kickoff right after this.
Healing Heroes is an opportunity for Armstrong and our communities to give back. We've partnered with Guardian Angels Medical Service Dogs, which rescues, raises, and individually trains the highest caliber service and assistance dogs at their facility in Williston, Florida. They are then paired with veterans with disabilities such as PTSD, seizure disorders, and more. If you would like to help, visit facebook.com/ArmstrongOneWire and click the Healing Heroes tab. Together, we can unleash the power to heal.
Whether you're a hunter, sports shooter, or collector, you'll want to come in and check out the all-new Wagner's Gun Tech. Wagner's Gun Tech is now open on State Highway 27 in Titusville, carrying a great selection of quality guns, ammunition, gun safes, and more. Wagner's Gun Tech is buying, selling, and trading firearms. They also offer expert gun repair and appraisal, and coming soon, professional gunsmithing. Wagner's friendly, knowledgeable staff will be happy to help you find just what you're looking for. Call them at 775-0688, or better yet, stop into Wagner's Gun Tech, Route 27, Titusville.
On the kickoff, Halsey's kick is taken by Parker Harvey at about the 30. He drives it on out across the 45 to about the 46-yard line. So Titus will have pretty good position, Steve, to start this drive, and we need an answer drive.
Well, we do need an answer. You know, somebody takes you down and scores on a turnover. You've got to answer it, and you got to answer it right now. And they should have confidence because they had a drive going the previous possession. So let's see if Titusville can continue with that confidence and get something going again.
Titusville will send trips to the right. Wide side of the field will be to Titusville's right. Balanced line for Titusville. Now put a man in motion. That's Jacobson. Garrett throws a quick flare out to the right over the head of Signs. Bring up a second down and 10.
Again, they're trying to get the ball out to the outside really quick, and I think Jack Garrett, the quarterback, he's turning real quick, but I don't see much of a step. He seems to be throwing off the back foot and needs to step into that throw a little bit more, try to bring it down.
Yeah, now they're calling it a lateral, and
I wondered because the last one I thought was pretty close to a lateral.
It's going to be a loss of 5 on the play, so it'll be a second down and 15. I didn't notice it. I was watching the receiver, and I could tell right away it's over his head, but I didn't notice the lateral. 2 to the left, 2 to the right for Titusville. Second and 15. Garrett out of shotgun. Harvey rolling to his right. Garrett rolling to his right. Throws over the middle. Oh, just behind Jacobson. We have a flag down, and I think it's going to be roughing the passer.
I think so, too. Jack should be comfortable here in the pocket. You know, they're going to bring somebody through here, and he's going to get through, and I can't read the numbers, 74 maybe, or no, they're coming to linebacker. And Jack really didn't have too much trouble with that. He can outrun him if nothing else. But, yeah, it was a little bit late hit on the quarterback, and that's going to be a break for Titusville and hopefully give him a first down.
So it's a 15-yarder, and they're moving the sticks, too. So it'll be first down and 10. Titusville will take it inside the 50 to the 43-yard line of Conneaut. So let's see if Titusville now can take advantage of this. Titusville will send trips to the left side, single to the right. Signs in motion to the right. Ball's given off to Parker Harvey, driving straight ahead. He'll get across the 40 to the 39.
You know, and that may not look like a whole lot, but that's a successful play there. That's going to pick you up 4 yards, give you 2nd and 6. If you can do that consistently, you're going to score touchdowns.
See, that's that Bill Good thing coming out of him. He knew that 3 times 4 was 12, Bill. Or Luke?
No, I just had heard somebody say that.
Yeah. Second down 6. Titusville now will stack the receivers on the right side. Harvey to the right of Garrett. This might be going to the right. Gosh, it is. Oh, we got blocking out in front. Get the corner. And he can't quite get there. Nice job in there, but number 70 is Kenny Custed.
You're going to see Custed is I think their left outside linebacker, or maybe in the middle. We'll see as he lines up here. He's on the actually he's on the weak side. That does a nice job.
Yeah.
He's on the right side. Play going away from him. I got to get out there a little quicker.
They've got him listed 165, I believe, 6 foot.
6 foot 165. He's a senior.
He did a nice job.
Nice job on that play. That could have gone for big yardage for Titusville.
Titusville now has one to the left, man in the slot left, man in the wing right. Garrett giving it off to the right side is Bish going around the right side. He heads close to the first down. He got knocked out of bounds over there on the far side. See where they pick up the chains.
Yeah, first down.
First down, it looks like.
That's a nice play, well executed for Titusville, because I kind of thought Parker Harvey had the ball going up the middle.
I did too.
So did half the Cardinal defense. This near side towards us, they all kind of looked at Harvey collapsing in onto the middle there as Bish ran around the right side for the first down.
Stover will be wide to the left as the rain start coming down here at Carter Field. Man in the slot left for the Rockets, 2 to the right. Jacobson in motion to the right. High snap, the ball's given off to Harvey. No, there's that 70 again, Custed. He's quick. He's doing a nice job.
He's doing a nice job. He's giving us some trouble here. He's on the right side in the linebacker position. He's going to come up and down the line of scrimmage and stop Parker for a 2-yard gain. But I tell you what, I would still be looking at running Parker Harvey. I think these guys, Parker's 205 pounds. They're going to get tired of trying to tackle him.
Second down and 8, Titusville. 30 seconds left in the quarter. Doubles to the right, doubles to the left. Man in motion now to the left is Signs. And it's going to be Garrett keeping the ball. He drives straight ahead inside the 30 to about the 28.
Again, that's Custed again on the tackle here, but Titusville with a good read there. It's going to get a third down, 5 yards, 3rd and 6. It's manageable for Titusville, and they're in 2-down territory here.
9.4 seconds, and the clock just stopped. I didn't see what or who stopped it.
It would be Terry Bear. He's running the clock.
Oh, okay. There is a timeout with 9 points. Oh, time ran out. Pay attention, Bodemer. Into the first quarter, 6-0. Titusville is driving.
Farmers National Bank has always been committed to the communities they serve. It's part of our mission to remain an independent community bank where the art of a handshake has not been lost. We continue to strive to offer the highest standard in industry competitive products and services. We act not only to benefit the bank, but our customers, businesses, communities, and our employees, because we know our employees pride themselves in their work and serving their communities. When you invest with us, you can be proud to know that we're investing it right back, and that's the way it should be. We're Farmers National Bank. Go Rockets! A stranger, crazier, quirkier group of dog lovers cannot be found. We've looked, and that's what you'll find at the parking lot in Titusville. Dogs love us because we love dogs. We do everything we can to make sure our clients, dogs, not people, are completely comfortable and happy when they come to our shop. We've worked hard to create a safe, happy, and wholesome environment for everyone. We offer grooming, daycare, and boarding. Plus, you'll find a few products that our clients will love, and so will their owners. So bring your pups in and let them discover their new home away from home, the parking lot on Franklin Street in Titusville.
Second quarter action about underway here. 6-0 Cochranton on top. Titusville now with the drive. The ball is at the Cochranton 28-yard line. Third down for Titusville and 6. High snap, ball's given to the man coming across the right side, cut up field. He gets a good block. That's Jacobson inside the 20 to about the 16-yard line. Be enough for the first down.
Again, Titusville trying to run this counter action that we've seen other people do to us quite a bit. They're enjoying some success with it. The timing's just not real smooth on it, but the results are paying off. Titusville's getting some good play now out of the front 5, out of the offensive line.
Drummond to the right. Looks like backs over to the left, I believe. Backs are split. Now behind Garrett. First down and 10. High snap. We got to get back. It's at the 30, and Garrett picks it up. No, he doesn't. He loses it. It's going to be Cochranton's ball at the Titusville at the Cochranton 35-yard line.
Well, we've talked about the snaps here over and over and over. A number of times we have mentioned that the snaps are high, and Garrett's been able to pull the thing down. But this one here, out of Garrett's reach. Now, the only thing you'd want to tell him is, go back and recover it, sure, but just fall on the ball. Don't try to pick it up and make anything happen, and that's what he tried to do. Ended up getting hit as he tried to pick it up, and Cochranton recovers the fumble.
So Cochranton now, in virtue of the turnover, will have a first down and 10. So another drive of Titusville stopped on a turnover. Last one was an interception. This time a bad snap. And Titusville will have a first down. Check that. Cochranton will have a first down and 10 at their own 35. Wide to the left will go Slauson. Have a man to the right. Ball's given off on a fumble, and it's still on the ground. And Titusville might have it. No, they just had an opportunity and they missed it. Back at the 20-yard line, I thought we had it.
There again, just what we talked about with our quarterback. If that thing gets away from you, just fall on it because people are coming. And just nobody could get a hand on it. Now, with the rain coming down and it being cold, this thing's going to be hard to handle.
Second down, 25 now for Cochranton. I think if I was Cochranton, it'd be my fullback back there, Mr. Fryermuth, and Fryermuth would have that ball every play.
Yeah, pretty well. Where you're at now, it's 2nd and 25.
Just drive.
Yeah, you're just going to give it to them and try to get something to happen here.
They go to an I formation, send trips to the left, keep an end in tight on the right side. Raining pretty good out here now, folks. Blowing pretty good. Put a man in motion to the right. The ball is given to the tailback in the backside, but he's racked up.
Ball carried by number 1, John Gallup, tackle made by number 18.
Gallup was a ball carrier.
Gallup, he's coming across from left to right. Now, I was looking here because watching, expecting the fullback. Titus hits the fullback, stops him, so if he'd had the ball, he wouldn't go anywhere. But the tailback coming across the field from left to right gives up ground, and Titus does a nice job making the tackle.
That brings up third down and 30, so things aren't going particularly well right now for Cochranton either. See what they have for a third down and 30 play. We're trying to keep all of our equipment dry up here as the rain is blowing in on us. Doubles to the right, check that, trips to the right for Cochranton. Pitch back goes to the tailback. He breaks to the outside. He gets room. He's out across and knocked out of bounds at about the 25, 27-yard line. So it'll bring up a fourth down in a bundle. Thought he might get that corner, Steve.
Well, I was a little worried there. If he does get that corner, he can go quite a ways there. Titus will doing a nice job. The secondary finally coming up here, pushing him out of bounds. Well, they moved him back quite a bit here. I thought he was a lot closer. I thought we were looking at maybe a 4th and 15 there, 4th and 13, but they moved him back.
Fryermuth will be doing the punting for Cochranton. This is a tough situation. You got a big rain coming down. Now the wind is picked up. Good snap and a nice punt. Ball's going to hit back at the 35 and it's going to roll coming forward, and they're going to down it about the 33-yard line. So a good kick by Fryermuth, and
so,
this time.
I got to say, how odd is it that a year ago when we played Cochranton there, same situation. Check the radar, check the weather. Oh, it's not going to rain until after the game.
Yeah. Well, that's not going to happen here. It's raining, people.
Well, if it's only a 10% chance of rain, we're going to get all 10% of it, that's for sure.
Bill, you surviving out there? I'm guessing that's
I guess not.
Yeah.
I think he's under the bleachers someplace. First down and 10, Titusville. 9:32 to go in the half. 6-0, Cochranton. It's going to be something. This game's going to come down to the last play.
Well, yeah. And again, the last couple of possessions, Titusville's been able to put drives together. They've only just shot themselves in the foot with an interception and a fumble now.
Under center now is Garrett. Backs split behind him. Single to the left is Jackson. Ball's getting off the first man, driving straight ahead, out across the 35 to about the 37. Pick up for about 4 on the play.
And that's exactly what you got to do now. With the rain coming down, trying to run wide and make cuts is going to be almost a non-factor. Get your big horse back there in Parker Harvey. Get him going forward, get some speed going. Just let him pick it up, 4 yards.
Well, this Kenny Custed is a pretty impressive little linebacker. Again, back split. Garrett under center. Coming to the left side, gets a good block to the outside, and no, coming up quickly to make the hit at the 38-yard line. Maybe pick up a 2 on the play. That's Bish with the ball carrier.
I don't know who the 75 for Cochranton. I don't have his number. Sutter, I guess, is here his name called. He does a nice job of getting off the block from Titus to make the tackle. But Titus will, again, 3rd and manageable.
3rd and 5 for Titusville. Single to the left, single to the right for the Rockets. Garrett up under center, back split. Garrett gives the ball off the first man. Harvey drives ahead, and he's not going to get it as he comes across the 40 to about the 41 to bring up a 4th down and 3.
Bill, is that rain coming down pretty good, or is it starting to let up at all?
I don't know. It's coming down in sheets right now, guys. The wind's blowing. It's kind of blowing right straight across the field.
I don't care what the weather's like at Sheets. I want to know what it's like here.
Well, at get-go, it's about the same.
Okay.
Well, if it keeps raining like this, Bill's going to get going.
Yeah.
I'm going down somewhere else.
Bill McCurless.
I may go to the Blue Canoe.
There you go. On the wireless mic, brought to you by the Titusville Motor Company and by the Titusville Dairy Products Company.
We have a man down on the field, one of the Rockets. It's a 4th down and 3 with 8:12 to go here. And
this will be an interesting call here for Coach Hancock. You know he likes to go for it, and I think he's out with his kids talking a little bit. It wouldn't surprise me at all. Now the problem is that the ball's at your 40-yard line. So if you don't get this, you're going to give them really good field position. So be an interesting call for Coach Hancock. I myself would punt the ball away. We'll see what Coach wants to do.
Jade Bush was the individual injured for Titusville, coming off, looks like a lower ankle problem.
Bill, you got any favorite homecoming stories?
No.
Okay.
That was.
You want a wet one or a dry one?
So it's a 4th down and 3 as Titusville will send Harvey back to kick. Have a single back for Cochranton. And let me see, I'll grab a number here real quick for you folks. It appears it'll be Nick Slauson standing back at about his 30-yard line. Parker will get the kick away from about his 29. Need a good snap here. The rain has let up now. So a quick. I don't think Titusville heard the ball put in play.
I don't either.
They're looking at the official, and here's the snap. And the kick is away. It's going to be taken by Slauson out of his 20-yard line. Nice job by Titusville back at the 21.
Ryan,
that's Bish.
Bish? Yeah. Bish on the tackle. Good job on coverage coming down there. Nice angle, forcing the punt receiver to go wide. Have a nice angle. Holds on for the tackle. Titusville needs a quick stop here now as Cochranton's back on their own 22. We've seen.
We have a flag in the play?
I thought I saw one. Yeah, that's what I thought. He caught us.
We're going to have to kick it again. Well, I think our man in motion turned up.
Our man in motion turned up early. I saw it, and I didn't see the guy, the official on our side of the field, reach in his pocket, but the man on the far side, of course, he probably had a little bit of help in seeing that, since that's the Cardinals sideline over there.
Well, I think when he turned upfield, then he paused, and I think that's what drew the attention of the line judge. So to move it back 5, and times we'll have to re-kick. Now they'll put doubles back for the Cardinals. Garrett Long will be back along with Slauson. Standing up short will be Fryermuth. He's standing at about the 46. 2 deep men are back at the 30. Good snap. Good kick by Harvey going down the left side. Going to hit and get a good Titusville roll, and it'll go out of bounds. And they'll pick up about the 5 yards. So they made about 5 yards on the play. 7:53 to go. Cochranton will take over first down at 10.
It's a good directional punt by Parker Harvey. You can see where he was told don't kick it directly at somebody, and he kicked it to the far side. Did a nice job angling that punt to the sideline.
So Titusville's defense will get into play now. Down 6-0. Rockets have had a couple of good drives, but they've kind of shot themselves in the foot by pass interception and a fumble. Cochranton now will put long under center. They send trips to the right side. Firemouth is the only running back. And the flags are down, and I think Titusville jumped. And they did. It'll be 5 against Titusville. So bring up a first down and 5. A little anxious to get going there.
Well, it's just you're sitting right there at the ball. You got to watch the ball, not listen to the quarterback. And there's a lot of quarterbacks that are good at that, giving that hard count, making the defense jump.
First down and 5 now for Cochranton at their own 31. They're going to keep the backs in I formation this time. They'll again send 3 to the right. Garrett Long at quarterback. Check that there is a single back, Firemouth. And the ball is given off to Firemouth straight ahead, just like he did in the first quarter, across the 40 to the 42. Pick up a first down. Thought he was going to break that one again.
Well, we're getting people to him fairly quickly. We're just, again, we're grabbing and kind of falling. You got to keep your feet driving, otherwise he's just going to drag you along. This is a strong kid. We had somebody, I think Dunlap again there. He just can't quite hold on to him, allowing him to run for another 5 yards and pick up a first down.
First down and 10 as Cardinals come out of the huddle. They'll send 3 to the left. Curtis Firemouth, the only running back, long under center. Now Long stands up. He's going to change the play. Back under center, set to go. Put a man in motion to the right. Ball's given off to the big man driving straight ahead. He's loose again. He's across the 40, the 35. Garrett's after him. He's at the 10, the 5, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown. Right up the middle once again. Firemouth takes it. 58-yard touchdown from the 42.
And here you're going to see this is just straight ahead. They've done this over and over and over. The only thing they try to hide here is they bring the slot receiver in. Now their guard or tackle, I thought, got off early, and that's actually the block that springs them, because he comes across the left tackle to the linebacker. They've got an angle on there, and I thought he jumped a little bit quick. Maybe after this conversion attempt, we can try and see it.
2-point conversion is good. 7 minutes left to go in the half. 14-0. Cardinals on top.
Now, if we can pull up, I don't know if we still have that touchdown run, but again, I'd like to see the young man that I think is jumping is actually the left tackle, and he's the one that's going to come from the left side of the screen across and block the near side linebacker. This is the one before it.
I didn't see him jump, but the thing that gets me, Steve, is how quickly he gets through there. So something's going on.
Yeah, he's getting through really quickly. Of course, he's on offense. He's just kind of skipping through there, but still, it's. Let's see if this is the play here. Yeah, here he comes in motion. Yes, he is. He is out early. Move, I thought so.
75.
75, and that jump, that's how he gets through so quickly. If they're going to let him go a half a step early, yeah, he's out of there. He's out of there early.
Oh, big time.
Yeah, that's a blown call by the officials, and
cost us 6 points.
It cost us 6. Well, it didn't cost us 6, but it certainly helped them get it.
Yeah.
Again, Titusville's defense is, just not quite there in their tackling, and we've talked about this all year.
Well, we'll see if Titusville can come back. We've had good offensive series, did not yet be able to put it in the end zone. Here's the kick, and it's going to be a short kick, taking it to the 30-yard line, straight up the field to the 41-yard line. And I didn't see who was.
I think it was Vroman that made the.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, Vroman makes the catch, and he does a nice job. This is kicked wide side of the field. He can't get back into the middle, so just go straight ahead. Get what you can out of it. Now Titusville's at the point now where I think this is a must-score drive here for Titusville. You're down 2 scores as it is. And we've got 6:55 to go in the half. You've played well enough to score. We just got to finish off the drive now.
What are you seeing tonight, Steve, that maybe you didn't see the last couple of weeks that you like from the Rockets?
Well, we've kept our cool and our composure a little bit here. We're still making that one play per drive that kills our drives, and that's what I'd like to see stop.
Doubles to the left for Titusville, single to the right. Parker Harvey's going to hit and dropped right at the line of scrimmage, maybe a loss of 1. Somebody missed a block there, and Cardinals in quick. Guess who?
Well, this is gusted again, but this is almost like a jailhouse breaker. You're going to see everybody up here. They're going to do the same thing now to us that we're doing to them. Stack the blocks, try to make them beat us with their arms. And you can see there we've got 2 or 3 guys that are just standing there. Linemen got to get into their blocks and drive.
Titusville stacks 3 to the right, have a single to the left. 2nd down and 11 at the 39 of Titusville. Garrett looking to throw. Looks over the middle. He's rolling to his right. He's going to pull it down and try to run. He's got to get to the outside and can be knocked out of bounds at about the 41-yard line. Pick up a couple on the play.
Just nothing open downfield. The secondary for Cochranton doing a nice job being within 2-3 yards of our receivers. I thought Jack pulled it down out of the throwing position a little quick. I think if he'd run with that a little up high like he's ready to throw it, might have kept the defense back a little bit. He might have been able to pick up a little bit more, but he got what he could out of the play and brings up a 3rd down and 8. This is the down and distance we don't want to be in.
Trips to the right for Titusville, signal to the left. Garrett out of shotgun, dropping straight back. Gets pretty good protection, throws down the field, and it goes incomplete at about the 47-yard line. Bring up a 4th down and punt situation for Titusville, 4th and 8.
Well, that was not the kind of drive response that you wanted to see out of the Titusville offense. But again, that no gain play or lost play per drive that we seem to have seems to just stall us right out. We can't seem to overcome it. And now you got to worry now a little bit about the morale of the Titusville ball club.
Harvey's going to kick it away from his own 30. Slauson back along with Long. Fryermuth standing about the 40. Good high kick. It's going to be taken at the 20, fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, 1st down and 10 at the 20-yard line of Cochranton. Cochranton leading 14-0, 5:53 to go in a half.
Now, Titusville's defense has definitely got to step up here now. You got to get, ideally, you want a 3-and-out or a turnover here, but you can't let them score points. Worst case scenarios, they maintain the ball for the last half, the last part of this first half, but not give up any points. You're down 14-0 now. You can't afford to go down by 3 scores.
Titusville, check that. Cochranton will send 3 to the left. Under center is Long, strong side right. They put a man in motion to the right. The ball's given off to the first man through, and he drives straight ahead. He's breaking tackles left and right. Fryermuth, he almost got loose again. He's out to the 35, 1st down. Hard man to bring down.
Yeah, very, very, very hard to bring down here. We've got people there, just can't seem to corral him and tackle him.
You can see why he's running about 130 yards a game, Steve. He's a strong runner.
Yeah, he's a very strong runner, a very short, compacted runner at 5'11", and I'm thinking that might be a little gift. He doesn't look quite that big to me.
Well, he looks a little bigger than 203 to me.
Yeah.
205.
But he runs well. He runs hard, and this is has been given Titusville fits all year long.
Cochranton now will send 1 to the left. It'll be Slauson to the left. Lentz goes to the right. Keep the backs now in I formation. Everything's under center for Long. Giving off to the big man once again. Drives straight ahead. And now he's going to be gang tackled. Pick up a couple on the play. One of the things that happens, Steve, we start focusing in big time on this strong running back. And they fake it to him and go somewhere else, and we're caught.
Well, at this point right now, you've got to kind of almost gamble as to, who you're going to try to stop here. And right now, your money is on Fryermuth, the running back that has both of Cochranton's touchdowns.
It's long distances to boot.
Long distances to boot. So you got to try to, stuff him at the line of scrimmage.
Trips to the right now for the Cardinals. Single back. Fryermuth Pitch back goes to Farmuth, going to the outside. Cuts it back up the field. He's crossed the 40, the 45, and brought down at about the 46-yard line. Another first down.
Again, this is just an option, or just a quick pitch to the outside. He takes it outside and then sees an opening and cuts it up field. And we're hitting him, but we just can't get him off his feet. Garrett with the finally with a stop, but a first down for the Cardinals.
Result is a Cardinal first down,
14-0, Cochranton. 4:08 left to go here in the first half. Homecoming 2017 here at Carter Field. Game not going the way the Rockets wanted it to, but playing well right to a point. Now here's a different formation. They stack him on the left side, trips, put a man in motion to the right. Ball's given off to Freiermuth, drives straight ahead. Going to be gang tackle. He'll pick up a 2 on the play. Bring up a second down and 8.
It looked like, I think, 76 for Titus. Stephen Partridge gets a little bit of a penetration, causes him to change direction. And then Titus was there with a gang tackle and a good defensive play. 2nd and 8 now for Cochranton. Clock running.
3:20 left to go in the half. Again, 14-0 Cochranton.
You know, Cochranton's very, very slow here. Very deliberate here. Their quarterback runs over to the sidelines to get the play. And then runs back in to tell everyone else.
Slauson goes wide to the right. Lentz comes wide to the left. The backs go back into I formation. Garrett Long at quarterback again under center. Pitch back to the tailback. Goes to the right side. Breaks across the 50, the 45, and knocked out of bounds on the far side of the field. That's Caden Tatters.
And there's a sweep. That's that play there. There's run just to kind of keep us honest on defense. I think they see us crowd in the middle, and then they run that wide. But here at Titusville now, a good pitch. We're out there, just not quite as fast as we need to be. There's Roman making a good job on the tackle, driving him out of bounds. But 3rd and 2 now. Titusville's got to make a stop here.
Trips to the left this time as they spread us out. And a flag. What's the flag?
What's the flag for?
He didn't jump.
Well, he can't call it from there. How would he know if he's across the line of scrimmage or not?
Yeah.
Unless he saw somebody on offense move.
Now, he had to see offense move because from his position, he can't see offside. There was nobody offside. Titusville could move.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I thought he made contact. It's what the umpire is going to say there to the head referee. I thought he had contact. The head referee's telling him, you know, like we tell our kids at Titusville, do your job. That's not your call to make. That'll cost you 3 sprints after the game. I'm sure that's what they said.
Yeah, I'm sure that is.
You think maybe it was about where we're going to go eat after this?
Could be.
Could have been that too?
Yeah, it could be that too. Slauson will come check. There'll be 3 to the right now. Slauson, along with Lentz and Tatters. And straight ahead, the quarterback, he didn't get it.
Nice job here by the Titusville front. That's Titus, I think, was in there.
Oh, they're going to give him a spot.
Oh, what are they doing?
Oh, he made it.
Whoa.
My goodness, they gave him across the 45 to the 44-yard line. Terrible spot.
I'd like to see. Do we have that one?
We could run that back for us.
That's terrible. Doesn't even get over.
He doesn't get to the 40.
He didn't even get to the 40. No, sir. That's
45.
a terrible call.
My goodness, he never got there.
Yeah, and they're marking it off of the FAR officials. Where he came in at, that's the gentleman on the far side by Cochranton.
Gain about 2 yards.
Highly questionable there.
Backs and I formation, 1st down and 10. Single right, single left for Cochranton. Hit ball's given off to Freitmeyer. Oh, big penetration. Got to get him, bring him down.
There's a block in the back.
Block down to 50.
Yeah, this is a block in the back. The quarterback's going to come back, and he tries to help out his blockers, but he's outside of that 5-yard area. You can't hit in the back. You're going to see this here. Nice job up. Look at the jailbreak rush here. Good job up front. Can't see who that was that came in there. There's the block in the back. That should cost him another 15 yards. I couldn't see who the lineman was that made that play at the beginning. Oil Creek Plastic sponsoring our replay at both fast and slow motion.
2nd down
much
and
like
16.
our play-by-play guy.
doubles to the right. High formation, second down 16 for Cochranton. First man drives straight ahead, and he's going to be hit and stopped. Maybe give him a yard on the play. Far side.
Well, wait till the officials tell you.
Yeah, wait a minute. Let's see where they mark it first. But
not where I'd mark it.
I tell you what, out of the last 3 plays here, off of that, what I will say is at the very least a misspotted ball, the defensive front for Titusville has been beating Cochranton off the ball, off the snap, getting good penetration and holding up the blockers, not giving anybody anywhere to run. So if they can continue that.
I can't tell. Is that Dunlap that's doing the number?
Dunlap's the majority of them in the middle there. He's done a nice job tonight.
And Titusville wants to take a timeout. 44 seconds left to go in the half, and Titusville defense is going to take a timeout. And
hey, we're about 44 seconds away from halftime at homecoming. Bill, what should we expect at halftime here?
What they're going to do, I don't think they can put anything on the field to you guys. There won't be any cars or anything on the field, but they will take a ride, take a walk down there and see where you can get maybe a word with the homecoming queen. How's that sound?
Yeah, that'll be announced. We're looking forward to that tonight. Wireless Mic is brought to you by the Titusville Dairy Products Company and by the Titusville Motor Company.
44.7 seconds left to go. 14-0 Cochranton. This is good defensive series right now by Titusville. We need to stop here if for no other reason, just some confidence on our defense going in. And,
well, like I said,
didn't get a run back about 60 yards.
60 yards. Boy, I tell you what, that would be ideal. You couldn't ask for a better scenario to play out here in this last 44 seconds of the first half. But so far, the front 4 or 5 of Titusville on defense has been getting some penetration. You can tell it makes a big difference. They're not getting anything up front.
Slauson wide to the left, got a man in the slot. Check that to the right, got a man in the slot left. I formation. And the quarterback's rolling to his right. Long still rolling downfield, wants to throw. Pulls it down. He's going to try to get to the outside. Nice tackle. Brought down at about the 46. Gain of a 3 or 4 in the play.
And that was who? 18? I think. Yeah, Boaz LaRoque. And does a nice job here. Here you're going to see it. And this is a good job here. He sees it, and now he's just going to sprint. And he does a nice job. You watch him. He goes right down the line of scrimmage. He doesn't try to penetrate upfield. It doesn't give ground. That's the way it used to be taught. Whether or not that's still the theory, but a nice job by that young man anyway on the stop and making a punt.
Isaac Jackson standing back at about the 20-yard line. Firemuth will get the kick away, and time will run out. So they'll let the halftime run out. Score at halftime, Cochranton 14, the Titusville Rockets nothing. We'll be back. Big halftime coming up, folks. It's homecoming. Stay with us. You'll enjoy it.
Struggle with finances. Starting today, State Farm is here to help, giving us all the chance to simply sit down and learn. Visit letstarttoday.com or talk to an agent.
We're safe and sound.
Anderson Physical Therapy is committed to your long-term health and well-being. With certified licensed therapists, Andersons can provide therapy for all your rehabilitation needs. With offices located at 202 Union Street in Titusville and 118 Main Street, Tityute, Anderson looks forward to opening their new location in Cambridge Springs, making it convenient for you to get back to doing the things you enjoy. So stay on top of your game with Anderson Physical Therapy, with convenient locations in Northwest Pennsylvania and online 24/7 at andersonphysicaltherapy.net.
Oil Creek Plastics, the industry leader in polyethylene pipe, is proud to be a part of the Titusville community and a proud sponsor of Titusville High School athletics. Located off Route 27 in East Titusville, Oil Creek Plastics has been a vested part of the Titusville community for 28 years. At Oil Creek Plastics, we take pride in supporting our community and are thrilled to bring instant and slow motion replay to the stream's Titusville Rockets sports broadcasts. In Titusville and here to stay, Oil Creek Plastics. Best of luck to the Titusville Rockets.
Let's talk business. What does yours need for communication? Whether you're a small business or a large one, Armstrong Business Solutions has the tools. From internet and telephone to high-speed fiber optic networking. Connecting multiple locations? No sweat. Conducting business on the go? We've got unified voice. As a telecommunications leader, we know what it takes to deliver the performance, reliability, and security required for business-critical IT and connectivity. Are you getting all that for what you're paying? Armstrong Business Solutions. Your business is our business.
I moved to Titusville as a family in 2004. They immediately became active in school sports. Both have been involved with the Boosters for the past 11 years and have been board members of the Touchdown Club and Titusville Area Youth Wrestling Booster Clubs for a decade. They have been officers of the Touchdown Club for 5 years. He is president and she is treasurer. Both have spent countless hours promoting school spirit in activities such as selling raffle tickets, manning concession stands at youth football, packing lunches, and painting the Rocket T at Carter Field. They choose to establish their business Bon Tempe in the Titusville to help support the local economy, and they have provided warehouse space for homecoming float building. She is daughter of Faye and Will Stockwell, and he is the son of Ralph and Janet DeRose. Their 3 children have attended THS. Their oldest son, Xavier, graduated in 2013, their second, Lucci, graduates in 2018, and their daughter, Bella, will graduate in 2019. This year, THS would like to show our unending thanks and appreciation to 2017's honorees, Keith and Julie DeRose. The members of the senior class have selected 6 young ladies at the 2017 homecoming court tonight. Wyatt Cartney escorts Emily All, daughter of Mark and Brenda All. Maxwell McAllister follows with Lexi Couch. Lexi is the daughter of Joel Couch and Teresa Foley. Our third escort, Blaze Bromley, brings Savannah Drake to the stand. Savannah is the daughter of Mike and Stephanie Drake. Bryce Preston brings Miss Rachel Fry to the stand. Rachel is the daughter of Doug and Connie Fry. Our fifth escort, Jacob Southwick, escorts Grace Prober. Grace is the daughter of Shelley and Dan Proper. Our final escort, Chase Middleton, escorts Miss Jade Wilson, daughter of Douglas and Karen Wilson. The 4 senior high classes have worked hard over the past 2 weeks to complete floats for this year's homecoming parade. The seniors selected 1950s, representing them is James Whalen. The junior class chose 1620s, and representing them is Emma Sines. The sophomore class selected 1980s as their theme, with Kate McAllister as their representative. Last but not least, the freshman class, represented by Margaret Diddy, chose 1990s. The Spirit Week totals, along with points awarded in Penny Wars and the float competition, will be added, and the class with the most points will receive the Spirit Week blanket. The senior high principals, Mr. Phil Knapp and Principal Stacy Houck, will present the blanket. 4th place float is the freshman. 3rd place float is the sophomore class. The 2nd place float is the junior class. And the winner of the float competition is the senior class. The class that has won Spirit Week 2017 is the senior class with a total of 1,600 points. Ladies and gentlemen, please turn your attention to the field for the moment everyone has been waiting. It is time to announce our 2017 Titusville Homecoming Queen. At this time, we would like to introduce our former queen, Miss Tajay Nairi Johnson, escorted by Thomas Penn. This week, the high school student body selected one of these 6 ladies to represent them at tonight's festivities. Congratulations to this year's homecoming queen is Miss, may I have a drum roll please? Rachel Fry. For the donation of the special gift. To honor the new queen as she begins her reign, the THS marching band will now play THS, the school's fight song. THS Student Council wishes to thank all who have made this year's homecoming such a great success.
Wow, congratulations. We're going to go down to the field to Bill McCrillis. Bill, do you think you can sneak a quick interview?
We're going to try. We'll see what happens,
All
okay?
right. We got money on this, Bill. You can do it.
We'll try it.
Wow, what an exciting night here at Carter Field, Homecoming 2017. I'll tell you what, I saw some videos, guys, of school spirit throughout the day today when the band has been visiting the different schools. I love that.
Well, it's good for building the future. You get these young kids in elementary and junior high, well, middle school, I guess they call it today.
Right.
But you get them enthused about what's going on. You get them involved in what's going on. And it just
seems to be a lot of questions today about role models. First place to start is right here with your upperclassmen.
Okay, guys, here we go. Rachel, congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
How's it feel?
I'm really surprised. I'm just so thankful that the student body picked me. I feel like everyone deserves it, so
Bill.
thank you for picking me.
Bill, can you have them turn around and face the camera?
Hey, you want to turn around just face the camera? Over there. Here we go, guys.
There you go.
Good senior year.
Yes, very good.
Same with you, Bryce. Congratulations.
I didn't really do anything.
Hey, Bill, what did their day consist of today?
Okay, let me ask you one more question. What did your whole day consist of?
Well, okay, so we had to get up pretty early and get ready, and we went to Missy's for breakfast, and then we went to school, and they had a luncheon there, which that was nice. And so then after that, after school, we went to Max's house and had tacos, and then riding in the parade was really, I forgot the pep assembly. That was the best part of the day, probably, honestly. That's my favorite thing. And then riding in the parade was really fun, and then this was just, I'm really surprised.
All right, well, have a good reign, and congratulations once again.
Thank you.
Hey, Bill, we had a good reign earlier in the first half.
Yes, we did. We had a good reign. And she's going to have a nice one, too. I'll tell you what.
Yes, she is.
Very nice young lady.
Bill McCrillis on the wireless mic tonight, brought to you by the Titusville Dairy Products Company and by the Titusville Motor Company. Guys, first half of play, thoughts?
Well, I thought Titusville played really well in spurts. The trouble is we gave up a couple big plays that Steve alluded to, and that we turned the ball over. And those are the two things that will kill you every time in a tight ball game.
Well, yeah, you can this thing could be 14-0 the other way if you look at it.
Yes.
That's like two good drives, threw an interception and then a fumble, killed those two drives. And then on the other side of the ball, if you just get a stop instead of letting them break those two big runs, this could be a 14-0 ball game in Titusville. Now, granted, we did say we on the second touchdown run, the left tackle got out of the gate a little bit early. We thought not called, and it doesn't seem like a big thing that he gets a half a step jump on it. But that block opens up the hole for the fullback Firemouth to run 60 yards for a touchdown. So it turns out being a very big play.
On the other side of the coin, for Cochranton, you have to be impressed with this young Chris Firemouth. Granted, like you mentioned, he got a big hole, but he's a hard young man to bring down. Listed at 5'11" and 205, just a strong, hard runner. So he's having a good ball game. We've helped him out with a couple of big holes, but nonetheless, he takes advantage of it and gets it done.
Yes, he does. And you're right. He's very short, very compact young man. And he runs very strong, very powerful runner. He doesn't make a whole lot of cuts.
No,
he's north and south. He's a north and south runner. And when you go to hit him, he drops his pad, so he's tough to wrap up. But we've got to get it a little better job here, and we did on that last possession.
Yeah.
If we can play that way the second half, the whole second half, Titusville still has a shot in this ball game.
Okay, guys, this is the True Value Hardware, Wagner's Gun Tech halftime show, and our coverage will continue right after this.
Bayless Fuel in Titusville carries a full line of automotive and truck maintenance supplies, like Wix filters, the best performing, most reliable filters in the world. Interstate Batteries, the #1 replacement brand battery in North America. Bayless Fuel also carries motor oils, greases, and specialty lubricants, like hydraulic oils, transmission fluid, brake fluid, antifreeze, and more. Let the friendly staff find the right product for the job at hand. Bayless Fuel on South Brown Street in Titusville.
Interstate Pipe and Supply means it when we say service means business. With a knowledgeable staff, full fleet of trucks, and large product offering, we can answer your questions and fill your orders, big job or small. Covering multiple applications and industries, we're not just a plumbing location, but a one-stop shop assisting homeowners and contractors quickly and efficiently. We are locally owned and make it our #1 priority to keep our customers returning and happy. We have been a staple in the Titusville community for 40+ years. Stop in today and let us service you. Good luck to the Titusville Rockets this year. The Gordon B. Garrett Funeral Home is dedicated to providing the highest level of service to Titusville and surrounding communities. Our family and staff continues the tradition started by Gordon B. Garrett in 1965, treating our clients with care and respect. Since then, we have grown, now in our 3rd generation and in 2 locations, 303 North Washington Street and 203 East Main Street, Titusville. The Gordon B. Garrett Funeral Home, a history of tradition and commitment to excellence. Whether you're a hunter, sports shooter, or collector, you'll want to come in and check out the all-new Wagner's Gun Tech. Wagner's Gun Tech is now open on State Highway 27 in Titusville, carrying a great selection of quality guns, ammunition, gun safes, and more. Wagner's Gun Tech is buying, selling, and trading firearms. They also offer expert gun repair and appraisal, and coming soon, professional gunsmithing. Wagner's friendly, knowledgeable staff will be happy to help you find just what you're looking for. Call them at 775-0688, or better yet, stop into Wagner's Gun Tech, Route 27, Titusville.
As a standstill performance, your show, The Box.
We got you.
Sometimes a project becomes more than just checking off your to-do list.
Behind every project is a true value, with locations in Titusville and in Franklin.
And welcome back to halftime here. This is the True Value Hardware and the Wagner's Gun Tech halftime show. And with us is Brian, excuse me, Brian DeVonzo.
Yeah, first day with a new voice, hey, Jimmy?
I'm telling you, I've just lost it here tonight. Brian, of course, with Titusville Herald. Go ahead, Brian, you got some stats for us.
Yeah, I do. And the interesting part here, you guys were talking about every single yard that the Cochranton Cardinals have gotten this evening has been on the ground. The only time they've really thrown the ball was for that 2-point conversion in that little funky setup that they had going on. Yeah, Curtis Fryermuth has carried the ball for 14 times for 157 yards. And again, he broke off that 58-yarder, which has been kind of the pre-backbreaker, if you will. For the Titusville Rockets, again, they have 52 yards on the ground, 43 in the air, but of course that one very costly interception. You had the momentum going, and Cochranton called a timeout, and then they throw the interception on the next play. And +2, here at the end of the first half, Jim, I'm sure you guys were talking about, there was definitely a little confusion on the sidelines. I guess I was kind of, wondering what the timeout and everything was, and that allowed Cochranton to kind of basically run out the half, if you will. And here we go with the second half. And for the way things have been going this year, the team is actually kind of in this game. I look at the sidelines. We know there's a lot of kids banged up. What's going to happen here in the second half, Jim, I think is anybody's guess.
Well, we think it's an open ball game right now. We gave up a couple big plays, taking nothing away from the offense, but we've moved the ball. We just turned it over. We got to stop the turnovers and don't give the big play, and we're right back in it. So
sure, and I think it's going to be very key. This very first drive of the second half is going to tell a lot.
Yeah, got to get a 3 and out here and get the ball back quick.
Yeah, you got to get the ball back really quick. Ideally, turnover would be really nice, but yeah, you got to get the ball back quick, and then you got to score here. You got the clock to run out. We played well, like I said there, at that last possession of the first half. Our defensive line We all thought they stopped them on 3rd and short to make it a 4th and short.
Oh, absolutely,
given,
too. Yeah, that
down.
was a very shaky spot there, no doubt.
Seemed to fire up our defensive front, though, after that.
Sure.
We're playing in their backfield, and that's how you want to play defense against this team in particular.
And I also think it also fired up Coach Tom Hancock a little bit, too. I think he had a couple of things to say about that at halftime.
We're at halftime, 14-0. Cochranton on top. Cochranton band out entertaining the crowd. We'll be back with more halftime activities right after these messages.
The Titusville Moose Family Center, number 84, is a proud supporter of Titusville Rocket Athletics. And just like in Rocket Sports, the Titusville Moose Lodge is committed to working together to make our community a better place to live, work, and play. The Titusville Moose Family Center contributes thousands of dollars into scholarship opportunities for area students, in addition to supporting other nonprofit entities in our own backyard. Students, get involved with your community and make a difference. Good luck, Rockets, and know we'll always be cheering for you from the Titusville Moose Family Center.
Farmers National Bank has always been committed to the communities they serve. It's part of our mission to remain an independent community bank where the art of a handshake has not been lost. We continue to strive to offer the highest standard in industry competitive products and services. We act not only to benefit the bank, but our customers, businesses, communities, and our employees, because we know our employees pride themselves in their work and serving their communities. When you invest with us, you can be proud to know that we're investing it right back, and that's the way it should be. We're Farmers National Bank. Go Rockets! A stranger, crazy, or quirkier group of dog lovers cannot be found. We've looked, and that's what you'll find at the Barking Lot in Titusville. Dogs love us because we love dogs. We do everything we can to make sure our clients, dogs, not people, are completely comfortable and happy when they come to our shop. We've worked hard to create a safe, happy, and wholesome environment for everyone. We offer grooming, daycare, and boarding. Plus, you'll find a few products that our clients will love, and so will their owners. So bring your pups in and let them discover their new home away from home. The Barking Lot on Franklin Street in Titusville.
Hospital partners, Meadville Medical Center and Titusville Area Hospital together provide a continuum of high-quality care across Crawford County. Both create the ultimate patient experience. Every patient, every time. Meadville Medical Center and Titusville Area Hospital are more than a hospital. We are a hospital partner, a community partner, a family partner, and a health partner.
And just about ready to start the second half of this football game. Homecoming 2017. Now you guys are into it.
Oh, that's the West Virginia band?
That's right.
Did you know that? West Virginia University is the same fight song as Titusville.
Copycats.
That's right. That's right. It came here first.
Yeah. I don't know. You look that up. It might not have.
I know John Heisman brought it here. Yeah. They may not have.
Still get you excited, though, doesn't it?
Yes, I like it. I do like it. There's a few fight songs you listen to, whether you like the teams or not. USC fight song. Michigan State.
That's not it.
Yeah. No, that's not it. No. Hey,
you hear them and it's exciting.
We're going to go down to Bill McCrillis in just 1 second. Second half action just moments away, and our coverage of Titusville Rocket football is brought to you this season by State Farm Insurance, by Bayless Fuel Service, by Oil Creek Plastics, by Interstate Pipe and Supply, by Larry's Auto Service, by True Value Hardware, by Anderson Physical Therapy, by Armstrong, by the Gordon B. Garrett Funeral Home, by the Titusville Dairy Products Company, by Joe Taylor Ford, by Farmers National Bank, by the Meadville Medical Center and Titusville Area Hospital, by the Blue Canoe Brewery, by the Titusville Moose Family Center, by the Barking Lot, by Wagner's Gun Tech, by the Oil Country Federal Credit Union, by Corky's Pizza and Subs, by Family Video, and by the Titusville Beverage. A big thanks to all our sponsors. Our wireless mic sponsors tonight are the Titusville Dairy Products Company and Titusville Motor Company. And speaking of wireless mic, there's Bill McCrillis on your screen right there. Bill, we got the field conditions prior to the start of this game. What are field conditions like to start the second half?
Well, they haven't changed a bit. It's maybe a little bit wetter. Not very much, though. But I'll tell you what, I'm looking for a better second half out of this Titusville team. The coaches came out and let the boys do their warm-ups all by themselves. I mean, they didn't have anything to do with their warm-ups, and I think, personally, I think they got 3 touchdowns left in them.
Well, I hope so, because that's what it's going to take to win. They got to shut out and pick up 3 scores. And like I mentioned earlier in the first half, it'd be crazy if this comes down to another ending like we had last year at Cochranton, but it's very possible that it could.
Yeah, very likely could. If Titusville can continue to play defense as they finish the first half. And again, you look at it, other than the big plays, Cochranton has not been able to put a drive together to score. It's all been big plays. So if we can do that, Bill, we got a good shot at this.
And the big back must be getting tired, too. Let's hope he is.
I don't know. He's a big, strong kid.
He's a big, strong kid. But I'll tell you what, I think our boys are going to step up here. I just have a really good feeling about this.
Well, it's the best I've seen him play, I think, this year, except Mercyhurst Prep. They did play well against Mercyhurst
Spirited.
Prep.
It's a more spirited attack by Titusville on both sides of the ball than what we've seen in the recent past.
And I'm glad to see that. Bill?
They've got a few younger kids in different positions, too, and that might make it a little bit of a little more speed, and see what happens here.
Parker Harvey's going to do the kicking, and we need to get a stop here with Cochranton getting the ball here to start the second half. Have 2 men back deep. Garrett Long is back deep, and Lentz is back. The kick is going to be taken by Lentz at the 20. He's out across the 25, up the middle, across the 30, and stopped right there by Jacobson and driven back by a host of tacklers. Jacobson with the first hit.
That's a good job here by the Titusville coverage. So you come out, kick the ball off, and we talked about this. The first possession here of the second half can really set a tone for a half. So if Titusville can come out here and get a 3 and out on defense, get the ball back here, could set themselves up good for the entire second half.
The ball is spotted at the Cochranton 31-yard line, and that's where they'll put it in play, 1st and 10, leading 14-0 as we just get underway here in the second half at Carter Field. Good halftime activities here for homecoming. And now we have Gail Miller coming clear to the right, 6'5" junior, wide out. Doubles to the left. The ball is given off to Long. No, it's kept by Fireman right up the middle. He's across the 45, breaks to the outside. He's at the 50. He's at the 45, the 40 of Titusville, and he's knocked out of bounds at about the 30-yard line of Titusville. So Firemouth starts out at quarterback and right up the side.
And I don't know that Titusville realizes who's at quarterback there, because they follow the fake on the tailback, on the wingback coming across on the read. And this is Firemouth. This is the kid that they'll do this with. They'll bring him in at quarterback. And Titusville, if they've got somebody spying them, got lost.
First down at 10. They're down to the Titusville 30. Miller goes wide to the left. They send 2 to the right, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Excuse me. Miller's wide to the right. Out of shotgun. Firemouth keeps it right up the middle, right straight ahead, inside the 25 to about the 22-yard line. And they're just running a good old-fashioned straight ahead single wing type of thing with Firemouth. What do they call that nowadays? They stick her back in the backfield.
Power I, wing.
No, if you keep going, we'll get there.
Wishbone.
No.
Titusville here having a little bit of trouble now that Firemouth has been moved to the quarterback position.
This is like $25,000 pyramid.
Yeah, it kind of is.
It's like an old man trying to remember what it's called.
Get your final spin.
Yeah. Firemouth again at the quarterback position on the snap. Now gives it off tailback coming across the left side. Breaks 1 tackle. He's inside the 20. Ball's on the ground. And Titusville has it. I believe the Rockets have the ball. We do, according to Mr. Bish. And we do. Titusville recovers the fumble. Garrett.
Yeah, Garrett coming up with the football here, and that's what you needed to do. They run this counter play. He's got the ball in the wrong hand. You're running on that side. You got to get it in the outside hand, and that is Garrett Long for Cochranton. He's got it on the inside, and Titusville strips it.
So Titusville will take over on the turnover. We needed that. The ball's at our own 16. First down and 10. Titusville now will send 2 to the left. Check that, 3 to the left, now 1 to the right. Harvey in the backfield with Garrett out of shotgun. First possession, second half for the Rockets. On the snap. Garrett's going to keep it. Garrett's out across the 30, 35, the 40, and brought down to 46-yard line. Wow, good run.
Here you go. This is what you're looking for. This is a good read. This is nothing special here by Titusville. This is a play they run every game. It's a good read series. Jack reads this. He's going to be looking, I believe, at the tackle or maybe one of the outside backers. We do a nice job of getting it sealed off, and it's opened up, and Garrett just breaks it through the hole for a big gain.
First down and 10. Titusville, their own 46. 30-yard gain for Garrett. Trips to the right now for Titusville. They're stacked on the right side. Single to the left. Ball's in the center of the field for the Rockets. Garrett gives it to Parker Harvey. Parker Harvey drives straight ahead inside the 50 to the 49. Good run.
That's what you need out of Parker Harvey. And he'll give you that one. We've seen him break them before. But, if I'm with Parker Harvey, I'm telling him, listen, I don't want, I'm not worried about the 50, 60-yard run, son. Give me a good 3 to 5 yards and punish tacklers. I want them to be tired of trying to tackle you. I want them to be scared of you. Drop the shoulders and run them over.
Second down, 5 ties, so we stack them tight on the right side in trips. Now we put a man in motion. Jacobson to the left. Garrett looking to throw, pulls it down. He's going to be hit and dropped. Back at the 45-yard line of Titusville, a loss of about 8 on the play.
Yeah, and this is a play that we keep talking about that ends up killing you. You had a good second and 5, so you were ahead and down in distance, and now you give up a 5-yard loss. Here, the protection just isn't there, and there they shoot the linebacker, and it's Dunlap just didn't quite get there. Saw him just a little too late.
3rd and 10. Titusville now will stack 3 to the right side. Henderson, Jackson wide to the left. Harvey in the backfield with Garrett. Big 3rd down play here for Titusville with their own 45, 46-yard line. Quick over the middle. Passes knocked down. Pass was intended to Jackson. Coming up was Fryermuth to break up the plat. That was a good look, good defense.
But they blitzed the outside linebacker. You can see at the top of the screen in the line of scrimmage, he's coming through. That opens up the gap there for the tackle, too. And Jack's got to throw that thing high. It was a little bit short for the first down anyway, but if he could pump that and have the time, might be able to get him over the middle.
That was Slauson on the defense for Cochranton. Miscalled it. Parker Harvey's going to pull it down. He's going to the outside. He's at the 50. He's going to get the first down. He is. He's at the 40, the 35, and knocked out of bounds.
Oh, there's 15 there. There's another one.
15.
And you can't react like that, Titusville. You get a 15-yard gift. If you're watching on screen, you get a 15-yard gift like that.
Get away.
Get away from it. Don't try to retaliate. It's a good job. I don't know if this was called or Parker just saw them turn their backs, but a good, strong run. Now, he's going to get run out of bounds right here, and there's the shot, and there's the retaliation that cannot come. You cannot make that play. And it just can't be done. And I assure you that
I think the
Coach Hancock is going to let him have it.
Oh, no. I think just one flag is guys.
Is it just one flag out there?
I think it's just one flag.
We'll see. The referee's going to make the call. Personal foul, and it is. So it'll be a first down and 15 more. So that's a good run by Harvey. I don't know, the snap was low, Steve. And,
the snap was low, and Parker does a nice job. And I've watched this when we've punted. They haven't put in any kind of a rush. So they kind of sit back, try to set up a return, I think, is their philosophy when it comes to punt coverage. And I don't know, like I say, maybe it was called, or maybe they told Parker at the halftime, hey, look, if they're not going to rush you and you can get the edge, take off and go, because he gets a head of steam up. As you see there on that fake punt, nobody really wants to get in his way. And that's why I keep saying to Parker, drop your shoulder pads, make people sorry they're standing in your way. Punish them. Be a punishing running back.
And Titusville now is going to have to take a timeout. The ball is down at the 15-yard line of Cochranton. First down and 10 Titusville. So it's going to be a big series right now. You get a good run at a 15-yard penalty. You get the ball down inside the 20 in the red zone. Now you got to do something big with it.
Yeah, you've got to score here. You're inside the red zone. You're at your 15. You got a 1st and 10. And Cochranton's on their heels a little bit. And since that last series of the first half, they got a couple of big runs here on us to start this quarter, but then fumbled it, and Titusville's gotten a couple of big plays out of Jack Garrett and out of Parker Harvey, and that's something that's got to happen there for Titusville. But you've got to take advantage of it. You get an extra 15-yard bonus on that run, and we're really lucky that it wasn't negated. But at the same time,
maybe it was that little conversation Coach had with the refs going into halftime. Hey, you didn't spot the ball in the right spot.
Yeah, I doubt that was it. But maybe they're sympathetic to somebody taking a shot out of bounds at somebody.
Well, it was several yards out of bounds. It wasn't even close in that particular call. Jackson wide to the right. Titusville first down and 10 at the 15. We have trips to the left side stacked. Harvey in the backfield with Garrett. On the snap, Garrett's going to the left side. Got to get the corner. Nobody blocking out there. He gets to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Somebody come up quickly on the left side. And 75.
That's the. I think he's playing linebacker or he's playing tackle and sliding down here. Let's see if we can find him.
That's Alex Suter.
But you see Parker Harvey helping out Titus on that block. That's where Parker's got to go. Titus has to get that block. He's got to hook that in. That allows Parker to come out there and take the next guy. We can get a chance at gaining yardage there.
Titus sends one wide, way wide to the right. And Harvey coming off the field. Titusville having trouble with personnel here. Set to go. Two to the right, one to the left. Harvey in the backfield. Harvey's got the ball straight up the middle. No, check that. It's Garrett looking to the end zone. He's got a man there. Signs, touchdown. Whoa.
And here, this is, Titusville has been running, and having some success with it, but this is a nice job here. This is a read option pass. Jack Garrett with the quarterback decides, I'll keep this, rolls to his right, throws the ball into the end zone, and we've got Ryan Signs all by himself out there. We just catch it at the tail end, but there wasn't anybody around here for the touchdown. So a good play and good, very nicely executed by the Rockets.
So the penalty puts Titusville down inside the red zone, and we are able to capitalize. Titusville will go for one. Now Harvey with the extra point attempt. Makes it 14-6. 7:25 left to go here in the third quarter. Waiting for the snap. Pretty good snap. Kick is up, and the kick looks good to me. 7:25 to go in the third quarter. Titusville picks up 7. So turnover down at the Titusville into 16, and Titusville able to drive it 84 yards down and get the touchdown that we needed so badly here to get this third quarter started.
Hey, Jim.
Yeah, Bill.
That's my one. I got 2 more to get.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, the other side of that, too, Bill, is that Titusville's defense can't give up one if we're only going to get 3.
I didn't say they're not.
So,
no. We're going to get 2.
Cochranton's moving, again, it's on the big play. We got to stop that big play on defense if we can do that, because Cochranton hasn't been able to, or hasn't proved to me yet that they can sustain a drive either. So, hopefully Titusville can get a good defensive front. Our defensive front line get some penetration going, playing in their backfield.
Gallo stands up short, and they have Cochranton has 2 men back deep. It will be Garrett Long trying to catch the number here on the near side. It might be Avery Lentz. Yeah, it is Avery Lentz. They're standing back at about their 14. Kick's going to go down the left side. It's going to go to Long. He's going to pick it up at about the 10. Out across the 20. Breaks to the outside. Still up on his feet out around the 30. And he's brought down at about the 33-yard line.
I'll tell you, all these kids from Cochranton, if you've watched them tonight, if you've seen anything out of them, when they have the ball and they're running with it, that first contact is not bringing anybody down. They keep their legs moving. They've been very well coached as far as keeping their legs churning until they are brought down. So Titusville's got to step up here defensively and get some stops.
First down and 10 Cochranton at their own 33-yard line. 7:16 to go in the third quarter. Miller will come wide to the left. Now they're going to send Lentz wide to the right. They also have in the slot right, they have a wide out clear to the right. I didn't see his number. Backs are split. Ball's given off to Long. Long's going to the right side. Check that.
Fire move up the middle.
Yep.
And they're going to give them about 2 yards on the pickup there. Good job, center of Titusville. About 3 or 4 kids there from Titusville making a stop. And that's what you got to do here.
Brings up a 2nd down and 8.
76, Stephen Partridge.
Looks like they've moved long back to the quarterback spot. They come out this half snapping direct to Fryermuth. Fryermuth running very well tonight, as we heard, 150-some yards in the first half. Miller comes wide to the left.
He's still going to be receiving the snap here.
Yeah, he is at the snap now. Ball's given off to the outside. It's scallop ball.
There's a hold. There's a hold.
Got a free field. He's up across the 20. 10, 5. He's going to get into the end zone. No, might have been knocked out of bounds right at the end zone, waiting for the call. And there is no call. They're saying he's out of bounds at about the 1. And that was John Gallo, freshman, taking it down to the Titusville 1-yard line. Daggone it.
You take a look at this play. Here he's going to come. Jacobson misses him. He's inside a little bit. Watch here on Garrett. There's a hold. That's the call that just irritates me to no end. It's a call you can't miss.
And it was right in front of the Titusville benches, and the coaches are talking about it.
That's just a poor job by the official.
First down and goal from the 1 for Cochranton. They'll send 2 to the right. Under center.
Oh, he moved early.
He moved.
They got him.
Yeah. So that'll move it back 5.
Now here's where your defense, now they hurt themselves, and they're going to give you 5 yards to play with. It's still first down, but keep them out of the end zone, because I don't believe they're going to try to kick a field goal in this position.
First down and goal now from the 6. Doubles to the right. I don't know what times they'll get trips to the right.
Trips on both sides.
They're spreading them out. Nobody up the middle. Parker Harvey in the middle. Fumble! Ball's on the 4.
Oh, no.
Fryermuth picked it up, and he's going to drive straight ahead. He is not in. Oh, they're calling a touchdown.
Yep, his guy on the sideline that missed the hold is going to give him the touchdown.
Did he drop the ball? Did I miss that?
No, the snap was low at the beginning, which I was kind of hoping maybe they'd kick it. But
I thought he bounced at the 1. I didn't think he had the ball in the end zone.
But I think he was in the end zone, okay. But again, there's one of those screwy plays where.
I'm older than you. What are you doing arguing with me?
I'm not arguing. I'm just telling you how it is.
I see.
Here it is again. There, it's on the ground. Yeah,
it was on the ground.
And a good shot there. He's in the end zone. Garrett and Jacobson coming in delivering the blow there, but just not soon enough to stop him.
Going for 2. Ball's going to the outside to Long. He's in for the 2-point conversion. 6:17 to go here in the third quarter. 22-7, Cochranton on top. We'll be back with a kickoff right after this.
Bayless Fuel in Titusville carries a full line of automotive and truck maintenance supplies, like Wix filters, the best performing, most reliable filters in the world. Interstate Batteries, the #1 replacement brand battery in North America. Bayless Fuel also carries motor oils, greases, and specialty lubricants, like hydraulic oils, transmission fluid, brake fluid, antifreeze, and more. Let the friendly staff find the right product for the job at hand. Bayless Fuel on South Brown Street in Titusville.
Interstate Pipe and Supply means it when we say service means business. With a knowledgeable staff, full fleet of trucks, and large product offering, we can answer your questions and fill your orders, big job or small. Covering multiple applications and industries, we're not just a plumbing location, but a one-stop shop assisting homeowners and contractors quickly and efficiently. We are locally owned and make it our #1 priority to keep our customers returning and happy. We have been a staple in the Titusville community for 40+ years. Stop in today and let us service you. Good luck to the Titusville Rockets this year.
Justin and Halsey kicking off for the Cardinals. Back deep for the Rockets, number 5, Jackson, number 15.
Jackson, Fireisen, and not sure who the third will be back for Titusville. They get set to kickoff. Kickoff's coming down the left side. It's going to be taken up short by, I believe, Roman, out across the 35, and he's going to be hit and dropped at about the 37-yard line. So it'll be first down 10, Titusville down 22-7. See if Titusville now can come back.
Well, their offense is going to have to come back now and get one back here.
Yeah.
You got yourself back into the ball game. And
Lots of time.
Just gave one up. Yeah, you got plenty of time here, and we have the ability to move the ball a little bit faster than what I believe Cochranton has done. We just got to keep our heads and execute the game plan.
Trips to the right now for Titusville. Garrett all by himself in the backfield, ends in tight. Now they put Jacobson in motion to the left. Wanting to throw. He's got a man on a wheel route. His signs complete at the 50, knocked out of bounds. At about the 49-yard line. Ryan Signs with another big reception. That's a good ball by Jack Garrett.
Well, it's a good job by Jack, because when he first looks to throw this ball, it's not there, and he does a nice job of not trying to force it in there. He's going to give it time here. See, it's coming early, and it's not there. And then he lets him downfield for a good completion. A good play for Titusville.
Trips to the left for Titusville. They stack him in the slot. Garrett looking to throw. Down over the middle, throws out deep, and is caught by Signs down the left side at the 37. Be another first down and 10, Titusville.
Yeah, keep it going. Now you want to keep the momentum on your side, keep the pressure on them. I wouldn't back off of them a little bit. Garrett's seeing the defense pretty well, plenty of time to throw the ball. Good job up front. Steps into the throw and delivers it right on the money.
I thought Garrett Long was in good position there for Cochranton. I thought maybe we had an opportunity to intercept for them, but we made that completion. Trips right for Titusville. On the move, first down and 10. Signal to the left for the Rockets. Ball on the ground. Garrett picks it up.
I think he tried to give it to Parker, just didn't quite get there. Might have been a little bit late in making the decision, but when you run those read plays, that's a hazard that you have to kind of watch.
Second down, loss of one on the play. Second down and 11, Titusville. 5:18 to go here in the third. 22-7, Cochranton. Stacked on the right side. Rolling to our right. Garrett looking to throw. Garrett still looking. He's got a man deep. He throws it up short to Jacobson. Nice catch. Out at the 34-yard line. Good job by Mr. Jacobson.
Well, our receivers have found some hands here.
Yeah.
We've had some really good catches here in this ball game tonight. That's another one by Jacobson. But, yeah, I think he had Signs coming deep in there, but he went to the short receiver.
Titusville with a quick offense now. Stack on the left side and the right side. High snap. Jack Garrett rolling to his left. Still rolling. Still rolling. Still rolling. He's going to pull it down. He's going to run it out of bounds. Picks up about 3 on the play.
And there again, there's that. It seems like a little thing, but that snap's not where it's supposed to be. It can throw everything out of whack, and particularly for a quarterback who's trying to read a defense.
Boy, Hancock wants to run some plays here. Keeping everybody going. Doubles to the right, trips to the right, for Titusville. Signal to the left. Fourth down and 5. Big play here for the Rockets. We need a conversion here on fourth down. Garrett's rolling to his right, still rolling, looking downfield. Throws up short, complete to Signs. Nice catch. Ryan Signs inside the 20 at the 19.
And again, I'm really kind of surprised here, but it's pleasantly surprised. Our receivers are pretty much now catching everything thrown to him. This is a good throw by Garrett. He's patient, waits for Ryan to clear into the flats. Ryan does a nice job of running the route deep enough to get the first down.
First down and 10. Titusville now down at the 19-yard line of Cochranton. To the left is doubles. Got a man in the slot right. Garrett's going to go under center. You got Jacobson and Harvey in the backfield. From under center. Garrett rolling to his left. Still rolling. Wants to throw it deep. Going for the end zone. Got a man there. And it is, in and out of the hands. Just a little late getting there. Trying to get Stover.
And this is a hard thing to do. When you're a right-handed quarterback and you're going to roll to the left, it's very tough because you're going to get your body around. And Jack doesn't quite get his shoulders square to where he's throwing it. And so it hangs in the air a little bit and allows the safety to come over and break that up. But still, a good effort by Titusville. And Coach Hancock has him right back at the line of scrimmage. He wants to run plays.
Stover wide to the left, trips to the right for Titusville. Officials waiting to get a football in play. Trying to keep a dry football on the field. Got to make a good call here, Mr. Bill.
Okay, here we go.
Trips right, single to the left. Garrett with Harvey in the backfield. Harvey goes in motion to the left. Quick screen pass. That one's dropped.
Boy, it was set up nice, too, because
Yeah.
they had the timing on that. Parker Harvey goes in motion, and he hits, it looks like Garrett Long out there, and he gives the block. If we catch that, we've got some open grass there in front of us. You can see right there's the block, and you got Hoffmeister coming out there. That one's going to go for a while if we can get that ball in our hands.
Stover goes wide to the left. We're in a 3rd down 10 situation. Under center is Garrett. On a counter, it comes to Parker Harvey, drives straight ahead. He's inside the 20 to about the 20. Check that, the 20 to about the 15. Brings up a 4th down and we'll call it 7. And we'll see what Mr. Hancock is going to throw in there this time. Another big 4th down play for Titusville. Stover and Jacobson are going to go wide to the left. Vroman and Sign will be here on the right. Garrett with Harvey in the backfield. Garrett dropping straight back, goes to Harvey on a rollout, get outside. Been hit by 1, breaks 1, now he comes up and he's going to be gang tackled out there. Couldn't quite get the corner, and that'll turn the ball over to Cochranton.
Now, I tell you, Cochranton's got a couple of linemen that are getting really tired because on defense, they're chasing a long, long way. This is out there quickly, but there's 1, there's 2, there's 3, there's 4. It takes 4 of them to get them down. 1 looked a little bit high, but it's going to be 1st and 10 Cochranton. That our Oil Creek Plastics replay.
Hey, Steve.
Yeah.
Hey, if Harvey could have thrown that ball, Signs was open in the end zone in the corner all by himself.
I didn't see him. On the same side as the player, on the weak side.
Same side.
Yeah, I missed it. 1st down 10 Cochranton. They take it over on downs.
Defense
at the
really
round
needs
13.
to get a turnover here, force a turnover.
Miller comes wide left. You're going to see an awful lot of Firemuth right now, I believe. Long's in the backfield with Firemuth. Man in motion. Firemuth keeps the ball, pulls it down, comes right up the middle, breaks the tackle, and is stripped up, comes across the 20 to about the 21. Close to a 1st down.
I'm not too sure who he tripped over there, but yeah, they're starting to open us up again on the inside. We're biting on the outside fail. We had it's like 75 for Titusville slipped. He was in the position, just maybe overran it just a little bit. That is, I don't think we have a 75 on our roster.
2nd down and 1 now for Cochranton. Miller comes wide left. They got doubles to the right. Firemuth once again on the snap. Keeps it. Check that. Goes to the same guy, Gallup.
That's Bish
Gallo,
on the tackle. Good job by Bish on the outside making the tackle. Big play there.
Brings up a 3rd down and 2. The running back was John Gallo, not Gallup. He was trying to gallop.
He was trying to gallop away. Bish lassoed him down. How was that? That was pretty good.
Good for an old cowboy.
Yeah, it wasn't bad at all.
John Wayne.
Hey, now you're getting personal.
All right.
Doubles to the right. Tight ends in left side for Cochranton. Firemuth looking now for the play call. They've changed it. Got a 5-second count going. Now we got a penalty and a flag.
Oh, that's a good one.
Not paying any attention.
I didn't see who moved. Somebody moved for Cochranton.
That's a big penalty there.
That's a big one.
3rd and 2 versus 3rd and 7. I don't know who he caught.
Did you see that, Bill? Anybody?
Delay a game.
No, it couldn't have been delay a game.
He gave a legal procedure.
I didn't see anybody move down here.
Yeah, he called a legal procedure because the official, the back judge here I was watching him on the delay of game, and he had moved his arm up just the last 5 seconds like they do. And
somebody must have scared him while we were at break.
Coach.
Could be. Big play now for Titusville as well as Cochranton. 3rd down and 7, 1:23 to go in the 3rd. Backs are split again behind Firemuth. Firemuth at quarterback. Looking to the right to throw the ball. Throws over the middle. Passes. Oh! Almost intercepted by Titusville.
Who was that? I can't read the numbers.
I think it's Stover. I'm not sure.
Number 5.
Jackson for Titusville here. We're going to see this. That ball's delivered high. We've seen this a couple of times. And it's a good thing the Cochranton receiver, I think, gets his hands on it and tips it before. Yeah, he did. Otherwise, he might have had that easy. And that's an easy walk into the end zone there. But a good job by the Titusville defense. Get good field position out of this.
Firemuth now will kick from about his 5. High snap. Nice catch. Nice hands. No, nice punt. Off to the right side. It's going to hit at the 50. It's going to roll inside Titusville territory down to about the 41-yard line. So Titusville will put it in play, first down and 10 at their own 41. So with 1 minute left to go in the third quarter, 22-7. Cochranton on top. We got a chance to get this ball back and take this right down to the wire.
Well, I think Titusville
win with a 2-point conversion.
The last drive, I think, showed Titusville a little bit that Cochranton might be running out of some gas here because our up-tempo offense has them a little confused and on their heels. So if we can just execute it, minimize mistakes here, you can get a touchdown.
First down and 10, Titusville out of the huddle. Garrett from the shotgun. Brings it to the running back. Bish coming to the outside, across the 45, into about the 48-yard line. 47 will be second down about 3.
That's a good job. You're picking up good yardage on that play. It's a good executed up front. He sees the opening. He's going to cut it up here. You're going to see him going to come from the left side. There it is. We got a guard out in front. We got good blocking out there on the slot receiver. Good pickup for Titusville. Good play.
Garrett's now going to go under center. Second down and 4, running in the last 30 seconds of the third quarter. Garrett. Goes man through. Parker Harvey. Go Parker. 40. He's going to get it all the way to the 25, 20, 10, 5, touchdown.
That's what you're looking for. There's the break you need. A good burst of speed through the hole. This is very well executed. We've talked about this a little bit before, with particularly with Parker in the backfield. You'd like to see him get going quicker, and here you're going to see him hit this hole almost at full speed here, and that's what you want to see. It's right there. Nobody sees him until he's in past the secondary, and that is number 1, John Gallo, missing the tackle. 70 giving chase, but can't get there. Good run for Parker Harvey into the end zone. Titusville back in the ball game.
Harvey now will attempt the extra point. Signs to hold. This is a big extra point. Waiting for the snap. Good snap placement. Kick is up. And the kick hits the post and comes off. Point is no good.
Hoff might.
And Hoff, little extracurriculars talking going on down there. Point is no good. 13 seconds left in the third. 22-13, Cochranton.
But so far, Titusville has done what you really wanted them to do. They've managed to play pretty well defensively. They gave up a couple there in the opening or the second drive for the Cardinals, and they got a little bit of help on the touchdown, well, the near touchdown run. But they've responded well, and that's something we have not seen this team do for at all really this year.
This is probably not the time to bring this up. We've seen this twice now this year of Harvey, these big runs. One of the things I didn't expect is once he gets out there, he's got pretty decent speed.
He's not slow.
And he's a junior.
That's right. He's going to be coming back. Like I say, the only thing, though, you'd really like to do with Parker is you got to keep harping on Parker. This isn't going to happen all the time. Your 50, 60-yard runs, it's not all the way.
No.
Be satisfied with that 3 to 5 yard and punish people, because then the more you punish them, the greater the odds are of you breaking that type of a run there.
Well, he's at 205 right now at 6 foot. He comes in next year at 220. You got a tough back.
You got a tough running back.
Harvey to kick off. Short kick. It's going to be taken at the 35, out across the 40. And to midfield, brought down about the 48-yard line of Cochranton. Harvey leading the barrage. So good field position right now for Cochranton. See if they can get something going. They've kind of had the same problem that we had the last half, Steve. They're kind of shooting themselves in the foot.
Yeah, they are a little bit here. And first down here is going to be critical now for the rest of the way here for Titusville's defense. You want to keep them in second and long and hopefully into third and long. But the first down is critical. Get some penetration here from the defensive line. Get into the backfield.
8 seconds left to go here in the third. Firemuth on the snap, keeps it, pulls it straight down ahead, out across the 50, the 45, breaks the tackle, penalty flag down. Still running, and he's brought down about the 32, but I think we got a hold on this side, and it's going to come back.
Yeah, that was a good run there, though, and good power blocking there on the offensive line there. But I think it's going to come back. This looks like it will be a hold, and it is.
So now come back. The quarter is over. We'll wait till spot the ball, and then we'll go to break here. The penalty will start from the Titusville 45. Should take it back to the 45 of Cochranton. And I'm not sure, is this third quarter like the end of the ball game? You can't end it on a fight. Offense. So if the offense committed the
flag, I think it's the end.
It is end of the third quarter. We finished 3 here at homecoming. It's 22-13. Cochranton on top. Got a big fourth quarter coming up for you. Stay with us.
The Gordon B. Garrett Funeral Home is dedicated to providing the highest level of service to Titusville and surrounding communities. Our family and staff continues the tradition started by Gordon B. Garrett in 1965, treating our clients with care and respect. Since then, we have grown, now in our 3rd generation and in 2 locations, 303 North Washington Street and 203 East Main Street, Titusville. The Gordon B. Garrett Funeral Home, a history of tradition and commitment to excellence. Whether you're a hunter, sports shooter, or collector, you'll want to come in and check out the all-new Wagner's Gun Tech. Wagner's Gun Tech is now open on State Highway 27 in Titusville, carrying a great selection of quality guns, ammunition, gun safes, and more. Wagner's Gun Tech is buying, selling, and trading firearms. They also offer expert gun repair and appraisal, and coming soon, professional gunsmithing. Wagner's friendly, knowledgeable staff will be happy to help you find just what you're looking for. Call them at 775-0688, or better yet, stop into Wagner's Gun Tech, Route 27, Titusville.
Fourth down. Ball's kicked back to Farm. Brings across the 45. Breaks the tackle. He's across midfield. Gets to the outside. No, he's brought down. Good saving tackle out there. I thought he was going to break the outside. Garrett
and Titus there on the tackle. We've got people there. I'm just not sure why we can't bring them down right at the line of scrimmage, or for 8 yards back, or make it 2nd and long. Now it's a 2nd and 5.
The ball's at the Rocket 45. 2nd down and 5. Got to get this ball back here. Can't give him a lot of time and drive off.
Well, off the clock. This is one of the things, too, that the officials have to watch, too, because Cochranton's going to get really deliberate now. They want that clock to run, so they're going to take a lot of time in between plays here.
Cochranton now keeps ends in tight. They send 2 to the left. Backs are split. Firemuth driving straight ahead. And he is going to go inside the 45 to about the 43, bring up a 3rd down and about 2.
Like Jacobson in on the tackle there for Titusville, and Partridge also in there. Again, it's holding where we get penetration. We're just unfortunately not in the right gap. He does a nice job of picking his holes. He runs where we're not. He does a nice job of doing that. We've got to get more penetration, get 2 or 3 guys back there, make things really tougher in this 3rd down.
2 to the right for Cochranton. 3rd and short. Titusville jumped. Is there a neutral zone in high school ball?
Yeah, I think there is, but I just don't think you're allowed in it. Hence,
I guess that's what I meant, Bill.
Hence neutral zone.
Bill, can you talk to me? I'm getting in trouble up here.
Put some tape on them.
Well, I'm going to push that mute button.
There you go. That's the big red one.
So a 5-yard penalty against Titusville. Just a little excited. First down and 10.
I think we're going to suspend Bill for 2 weeks.
Okay, I think that's a good idea.
I'll call you.
Not from Hawaii.
2 to the right for Cochranton. Ball's given off to Gallup. Goes to the outside. He's got the outside. He's at the 10. He's going to get it into the end zone.
He has a flag.
Should be. There isn't, though. John Gallo goes across the left side, picks up the touchdown.
Well, they caught Titusville crowding the line of scrimmage in the middle, and they hooked the ends. They're going to see they get outside there. We've got one guy there, and that is Garrett Long does the block on
nice
that,
block.
and that allows him outside, and there's nobody there in the secondary. And listen, son, you're only 1 and 4. I wouldn't be doing that much if it were me.
Again, they'll go for 2. 10:02 left to go in the game. That's a big touchdown for Cochranton. Firemuth drives straight ahead into the end zone. He'll pick up the 2. 10:02 left to go in the ball game. 28-13. Cochranton on top. We'll be back with the kickoff right after this.
Bayless Fuel in Titusville carries a full line of automotive and truck maintenance supplies, like Wix filters, the best performing, most reliable filters in the world. Interstate Batteries, the #1 replacement brand battery in North America. Bayless Fuel also carries motor oils, greases, and specialty lubricants, like hydraulic oils, transmission fluid, brake fluid, antifreeze, and more. Let the friendly staff find the right product for the job at hand. Bayless Fuel on South Brown Street in Titusville.
Interstate Pipe and Supply means it when we say service means business. With a knowledgeable staff, full fleet of trucks, and large product offering, we can answer your questions and fill your orders, big job or small. Covering multiple applications and industries, we're not just a plumbing location, but a one-stop shop assisting homeowners and contractors quickly and efficiently. We are locally owned and make it our #1 priority to keep our customers returning and happy. We have been a staple in the Titusville community for 40+ years. Stop in today and let us service you. Good luck to the Titusville Rockets this year.
30-13, Cochranton on top with 10:02 to go. Big drive that time for Cochranton, a good run there. As Steve mentioned, good steal to the outside. John Gallo taking it in for Cochranton to put them up 30-10. Check that, 30-13. Kickoff's going to be a squib kick, and it's taken by one of our up men, and he'll down it right there. And that would be Campbell, Tristan Campbell for Titusville.
Yeah. See, now we're doing so well. Even guys with the bigger numbers are catching the football tonight.
Yeah. Well, that's one of the things we were talking about earlier in the season. Whiteouts were not getting the ball. Now the passes weren't always right there either. But tonight we've had some good receptions. We've had some good runs.
Ball on the mark when it's thrown.
Steve, we've been talking a lot about confidence.
Confidence has an awful lot to do with it.
Do these kids come off this game and say, hey, you know what? Yeah, we can catch, we can run, we can do this stuff.
We can play this thing. I think it helps their confidence a little bit here. Hopefully they can still show some fight and get another touchdown on this possession.
Signs in motion to the left. Turns upfield. Garrett looking to throw. Still looking. He's got it. Oh, got a man wide open. Garrett's running to the right side, and he's going to go out of bounds. Knocked out of bounds. Pick up maybe one in the play. Got a little anxious. I thought we had some men breaking loose.
That's Custard again for Cochranton. You've seen him and heard his name a lot tonight. I think Jack here, and you get used to a certain amount of time that you have in the backfield, and it's running out on him. And it really wasn't at that point. I think he had an opportunity maybe to sit just a little bit longer. But still nothing open downfield.
Single right, trips left, Titusville. Second down 9. At the Rocket 41. Jack looking to throw, pulls it down, and he's going to be sacked.
Not too sure about what that was. It may be a blown play because I'm just not too sure what he was looking at or looking to do.
Brings up a third and about 15. Third and 14. 9:28 to go.
See, the speed of the offensive plays have slowed down here for Titusville. I thought maybe they try to really work the tempo.
Yeah, it worked for them in the third. Doubles both sides now for the Rockets. Got to get a score here. Now he's going to move Harvey to the right. Snap. Garrett looking to throw. Got a man going deep. He's throwing it deep. Got Stover out there. Incomplete. At about the 25-yard line of Cochranton. Bring up a fourth down.
Not a bad thrown ball by Jack. Pretty well covered there by the defense, but he was running out of time. Didn't really have a whole lot of options there. So he does the right thing. He picks the deep man and he throws it.
Fourth down now for Titusville, and we'll gamble here. Down 30-13 with 9 minutes to go in the game. No reason not to. Trips right, single to the left. Garrett out of shotgun. Rolling to his right, still rolling. Going to throw up deep. Got a man there, and it's complete at the 45.
You take a look at this is Ryan Sines, the senior again. He's done a nice job, really nice job tonight catching the football. Good job by Garrett. He's going to roll to the right, confident and comfortable. And you see Parker's leading in front of him. There's a well-thrown ball right there to Ryan Sines, who bobbled it just a little bit, but it managed to hold on there for the first down on our Oil Creek Plastics replay.
I think the most disappointed man in the stadium was the coach over there.
He wasn't very happy.
No, he thought sure he was going to drop that because he did bobble it right in front of him. Trips to the right side now for the Rockets. Stacked in tight. Now they bring Jacobson to the left. Looking to the left side is complete to Parker Harvey. Harvey's going to run into the man, knocks him down, and goes through to the 36. Boy, I thought he came close to breaking that.
Yeah, and here, I'd like to see Parker. He does a nice job. He watches this and he catches it first. And sometimes, you know, high school kids get a little anxious and they don't do that. They don't catch it first, but Parker does a nice job. Garrett looks over and then finally realizes I got my outlet. Now, kick into the afterburners and drop. See how high he is? I'd like to see him lower than that.
Brings up a second down and short. We'll call it 2nd and 2 as Cochranton takes a timeout with 8:29 to go in the ball game. You know, overall, though, Steve, with the games that we've watched, and Bill's seen it from down there in the field, too, Rockets playing much more spirited tonight.
Yeah, they're playing at a little faster pace. They seem to have a little bit more confidence tonight than what we've seen. You know, just a couple of plays and things here and there, and it'd be a little different ball game.
Speaking of different ball games, let's kind of take a look at some of the scores. Cambridge Springs, boy, just barely getting by Girard, 49-0. Farrell trailing Meadville 23-13 in the third.
I thought that'd be a closer ball game.
Mercyhurst Prep with the 24-0 lead in the third over West Middlesex.
Trips right for Titus. Will single to the left. We're in a 2nd down and 3. 36-yard line of Cochranton. Giving off to Harvey. Harvey straight. No, check that. Garrett has it. Got a man going deep. And it is intercepted at the 5-yard line of Cochranton. Thought he gave it off to Harvey, trying to hit Stover deep over the middle. And Garrett Long standing back there in the free safety makes the interception. Not a good ball.
Not a good ball here, and I don't know if this is a read or run option or not, but he tries to go deep on this ball, and it's just a little underthrown. If you underthrow it in the middle, it's liable to get picked off. That would have been one maybe he'd look to the right side on a wheel route, throw it out of bounds, because you had 2nd and 2, would have been only 3rd and 2 for the first down, but unfortunately, the turnover bug gets Titusville again.
So it brings up the 1st down 10 for Cochranton, leading 30-13 with 8:21 to go. Cochranton will send one wide each side. Vermuth keeps it, drives out across. He's getting to the outside. He's out across the 25, the 30, the 35. He's got a man out there with him. He breaks that tackle across the 50, up, stepped out of bounds. Thought he broke through there. Jackson knocked him out of bounds.
Yeah, and here's where, this is what kills Titusville both offensively and defensively is this one play that they give up. And this is just, they're just running student body now.
Yeah.
And it's student body left, student body right with Firemuth carrying the ball. I mean, they're not even trying to hide anything.
1st down and 10 for Cochranton at their own 45-yard line. And as you mentioned earlier, Steve, Cochranton taking a lot of time in the huddle. Use as much clock as they can, although it was out of bounds, so his clock's not running. Doubles to the right, doubles to the left for Cochranton. Firemuth again. Gives it on the counter to Long, and Long's going to be hit and dropped. He'll pick up a couple.
Ball's handed off to number 7, Garrett Long. Number 18,
Boaz Rock on the stop there for Titusville. Good play defensively. 2nd down, 8 yards to go here. And a good penetration. You can see how many brown jerseys are in the backfield. Just can't quite find the football.
2nd down, 7. Clock running at 7:40 left to go in the game.
Time now going to become a big problem here for the Rockets.
Yeah, it has become a big problem with 7:30 to go. Single to the left for Cochranton. They stack 3 to the right side here. In tight. Here comes Firemuth to the right side. Across the 50. Oh, he stacked up. Didn't get to the 50.
See who gets up out of the Garrett on the stop here. Nice job coming up from the safety, the strong safety position. Really not much gain at all on this play. You're going to see Jack coming up right here on the outside of the corner, and he's going to cut back in. Makes the tackle right there. Good job there. We had another young man there too. It looks like Parker Harvey there to help out, or Jacobson.
Brings up a 3rd down and long, 3rd and 6.
As you can see, the Cochranton is not in any hurry. They're taking about 20 to 30 seconds in between plays.
Barzak goes wide to the left. Now they go to an I formation. Now they're going to put Long under center. Put a man in motion. Straight up the middle to the big man, Fryemuth, and he gets inside the tassel, 50 to about the 47.
Really no surprises here. You would think Titus would know. The boys would understand that whether he's in the quarterback position or whether he takes the fullback position, he's going to end up with a rock probably.
So it's a 4th down and 3 for Cochranton. They're inside the tassel 50 at the 48. Going on a 4th down play. Trying to get Tassel to jump offside, it looks like. Now they're going to change the play. Fryemuth stands back a little deeper, and he's going to quick kick it. And it's going to get into the 20. No, nice roll. To the 10, to the 5. And that's where they'll touch it down at the Tassel 5-yard line. So a good quick kick. And the Tassel will have a 1st down and 10 at their own 5-yard line with 5:41 to go in the ball game.
Yeah, it's one of the examples of where things are kind of going your way and the bounces come your way, and there a ball that just kind of trickles down to the 5-yard line, puts Titusville in a deep hole, 95 yards away from the score, and you need, what, 3 of them?
Yeah.
To win this ball game. You've only got 5:41 left to go.
Here's a score for you. Final 3-0 Fort LaBeouf over Harbor Creek.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow, that surprises me.
Signal to the right.
3.
Garrett under center. Gives it off to the straight ahead. Out across the 10 to about the 12-yard line. Parker Harvey.
And there again, that's one of the types of runs that we've talked about tonight for Parker Harvey. Be satisfied with that. That's a good run.
2nd down 2, quickly Tassel. Under center once again is Garrett. Jackson wide left. This time it goes to Bish on the right side, and he's going to be brought down for a loss of about 8.
Not too sure where this tackler comes from here, but he's in there really quick on Bish. No chance for that play to get to the edge. Bringing up now a 3rd down and 8. And this, again, we talk about the negative plays and the problems they create for your offense.
So Tassel sends in their wideouts, and they'll go to a passing situation here in 3rd. I wouldn't be surprised we'll go 2 downs here, regardless of the position of the field.
I wouldn't be surprised at all, no.
We're stacked 2 to the right now. We're going to bring 3 over to the right. Check that to the left. Single to the right. Now we move Parker Harvey in motion to the left. Looking down the field and overthrows it out of the hands of the defense back here at the Tassel 30-yard line. To Barzak was the defense trying to go to Parker Harvey on a swing.
Well, they were trying to get, I think, their triples to the left there. They're trying to bring them down the field. You'll watch the routes. They're going to break in sort of towards the middle of the field and getting Parker Harvey behind them towards the sideline. There's the receivers coming across there, and there's Parker Harvey in the wheel route. And Cochranton playing zone, so there was no reason for anybody to follow.
4th down now for Titusville. Garrett looking to throw over the middle, and it is in and out of the hands of Stover out the 20-yard line. It'll be a turnover to the Cardinals at the Titusville 6-yard line.
Well, the pass was there. It's a good ball. It's delivered on target. That one there, one we needed to catch and just couldn't quite bring it in. Going to turn the ball over, and here's a good look at it. You're going to see he steps into this throw, puts it right on the money. Got to catch that football.
So it'll be Cochranton's ball, 1st down and goal from the 6. It's kind of a gimme for the Rockets. They had nothing
to lose in that case. No, you don't.
No.
Yeah, you do everything you can as a coach to try to get your kids in a position to win a ball game.
Coming up in the post-game show of the Corky's Pizza Family Video Player of the Game.
1st down and a goal from the 6. Under center is Long. Man in motion to the right. Ball's given off to Fryemuth. Drive straight ahead. He's going to take it inside the 5 to about the 3.
like Jacobson, I think, in on the tackle.
Parker Harvey on the tackle.
No, I guess it was Parker Harvey on the tackle.
Ball inside the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Well, I don't know, Steve. I look at the spotter and the announcer, and they're bigger than you and I, so I'll go with Harvey.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, roll the dice.
Yeah. I'll do that.
Cochranton sends one to the left, one to the right. Long under center. Man in motion. Ball's given off to the motion man. It's Gallup. Cuts it up inside Lentz, and he's in for the touchdown.
Ball's handed off to number 10, Avery Lentz.
So Avery Lentz gets the touchdown for Cochranton. Makes it 36-13 with the extra point coming. Score not indicative of the effort of Titusville tonight. A couple of plays that we questioned, first of all, in the first half, that we questioned not the plays but the officiating on them. But taking nothing away from either team, I thought Titusville stepped it up though tonight.
Titusville has played well tonight. This is probably their best played game of the year. They've for the most part, have tried to keep their mistakes down a little bit, at least the turnovers and so forth. And we forced a couple of balls here yet tonight, but trying to make plays, and you like to see that.
Morris will be holding Barsick to do the extra point attempt. The kick is up, and the kick is no good. 3:23 to go in the ball game. 36-13. Cochranton Cardinals on top of the Titusville Rockets. We'll be back with their kickoff right after these messages.
The Titusville Moose Family Center number 84 is a proud supporter of Titusville Rocket Athletics. And just like in Rocket Sports, the Titusville Moose Lodge is committed to working together to make our community a better place to live, work, and play. The Titusville Moose Family Center contributes thousands of dollars into scholarship opportunities for area students, in addition to supporting other nonprofit entities in our own backyard. Students, get involved with your community and make a difference. Good luck, Rockets, and know we'll always be cheering for you from the Titusville Moose Family Center.
Farmers National Bank has always been committed to the communities they serve. It's part of our mission to remain an independent community bank where the art of a handshake has not been lost. We continue to strive to offer the highest standard in industry competitive products and services. We act not only to benefit the bank, but our customers, businesses, communities, and our employees, because we know our employees pride themselves in their work and serving their communities. When you invest with us, you can be proud to know that we're investing it right back, and that's the way it should be. We're Farmers National Bank. Go Rockets!
And on the kickoff, the ball gets away from Titusville, but Jackson for Titusville recovers it at the 25-yard line. But Titusville put it in play, first down and 10, down 36-13. Steve, we were talking there during the break. Titusville has, we've said it a couple times on air too, Titusville has played pretty well tonight. There's a couple big breaks that hurt us, but we've had some kids that have stepped up tonight and played really well. Probably the best game of the season for themselves, as well as the team.
Yeah, a lot of kids have played really well tonight. In the first half, we thought, I thought particularly Caleb Dunlap, and you won't read about him in the paper or the stats, but he had excellent penetration, I thought, in the first half, disrupting the plays, some of the running plays for Cochranton. I thought he played well in the first half for us.
Ball's given to Harvey, drives across the 25. Ball's loose. Now it's picked up by Titus in the backfield. I don't know who has the ball finally, but the ball came loose.
There's a flag. That should be gone.
Yeah, we got a couple
54
flags.
for Cochranton. Dalton Boozer. And they're going to ask him to leave. You're going to see this at the end of the play here, come in here. There's the fumble. It comes out. I think it's Garrett that picks it up. Now let's see if we continue this on the way, and we won't. So the Oil Creek Plastics replay kind of left us hanging on that one. We'll have to
speak to that company.
I'll have to talk to the owner of that company and say, hey, what's the deal? But, yeah, we thought Dunlap had played well in the first half. Most of the offensive line. Here we come up, and I don't know what it was, but he shoves, looks like Hoffmeister. I mean, those two have probably gone at it, a lot tonight. And we're going to see.
We're just taking another look at it here in the replay.
But it's already happened.
Hoffmeister was
not happy.
Another ball's on the ground again. Or Garrett slipped. I don't know whether he handed it or not, that play.
I think he just kind of slipped there. He's trying to get out, but just not there. I thought, we had a couple of kids in the offensive line tonight that haven't had a bad ball game
No, and we talked about him last week. In fact, last week he was our player of the game. Garrett has had a good ball game.
Jack
tonight.
Garrett has
both sides of the ball.
Both sides of the ball. Yeah, Jack has played well. Really, probably Jack Garrett's most complete ball game of the year for Jack, and I applaud him for his effort tonight. Really threw the ball well tonight for Titusville. Just a couple that didn't quite go the way we'd hoped.
Garrett keeps the ball, trying to get to the outside, and he's going to get knocked out of bounds over around the 35-yard line. That's just for the fun of it. Looking at the Cochranton Ball Club, who do you give the player of the game to the Cochranton team? We haven't concentrated that much, quite honestly. We're Titusville announcers, and we concentrate on Titusville a lot. But we know that Fryermuth is a heck of a ball player. Long had a good ball game.
Be honest with you. Yeah, Fryermuth is good. Long is good too. But I'm really impressed with this number 70, Kenny Kusted, particularly on his defensive play. He's been all over the field tonight. He'd get serious consideration for me, along with I believe it was 75, and I don't have his name in front of me right now. There's a high snap by Titusville, and Jack's going to throw the ball. This time he's going to overthrow down the middle. And the Titusville receiver, I don't know whether he got tripped.
He got knocked down
in the grass or what. Again, turf monster. But again, 75, Alex
Soder, I think.
Soder or Suter?
Suter.
My glasses are at home, so my eyes don't work that well.
That's why we have Bill down on the field to be your eyes.
Yeah.
Suter.
Suter?
I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
My hearing aids are at home.
But they've played pretty well tonight, and I'm really happy. Surprised at how fast some of their linemen move. They move well.
4th down for Titusville. Ball's getting off to Harvey. Oh, he drives straight ahead. That's a good run. Across the 45 to 40. He's not going to get the first down, but that was a nice run by Harvey.
That's a good effort there by Parker Harvey. And Parker Harvey has run pretty well tonight, too. Again, we've seen him at times where we'd like to see him drop the pads a little bit lower than what he's getting, but he's running hard here. But I thought tonight, one young man I thought has really stepped it up well tonight. Is a senior, Ryan Sines.
Yeah.
A couple of really nice catches, particularly the one coming over the middle. I thought he's had a pretty good ball game tonight for Titusville as well.
A lot of the interior linemen have played better tonight. Some of our young kids.
Some of our young kids have stepped up. I mean, it's, overall,
it's a growing
it's a
pace.
process,
Yeah.
and Titusville has played some young kids tonight, particularly in that offensive line.
It's 1st down and 10 Cardinals at the Titusville 46-yard line. Man comes in motion to the right. That's Gallo. Ball's given off to first man through. Oh, there goes Fryermuth again. And he's down inside the 30, 25 to about the 24. And he's brought down there. So Chris Fryermuth picks up a bundle again. He's going to have over 200 yards rushing tonight.
He's run hard tonight. Titusville hasn't been able to bring him down. Like we've said at the beginning of the show tonight, that Titusville has had trouble with good running backs.
Yeah, we have all season long. Jackson comes wide to the right now. Cochranton has decided to take a knee with 1:10 to go in the ball game, and don't need to run a play again. They're waiting now for the officials to give them the 5-second count. They're looking the wrong way. And now they get the 5-second count, and they'll take the knee. 36-13.
And he false started on it.
Yeah, he did.
77, the tackle moved on a kneel down. Titusville, I think Titusville has timeouts, but they're not going to use them.
No, they won't use them.
At this point, there really isn't any reason to. Again, not a bad effort by Titusville, just not enough at the right times.
Hey, guys.
Yes.
One thing we can look forward to now is the fireworks.
Yeah, those are the Big Bang Theory's coming up.
Yes, it is. Starring Lucas.
All set to go, and Cochranton will take one more knee. Final score of tonight's ball game is going to be 36-13 Cochranton, and well-played ball game by Cochranton and Titusville. It was fun to watch. From our side of it, too bad it came out so short. We had some good ball game. We'll come back and recap, tell you what we think, and give you whom we think is our player of the game. We'll be right back. Final score, Cochranton 36, Titusville Rockets 13.
A stranger, crazy, or quirkier group of dog lovers cannot be found. We've looked, and that's what you'll find at the parking lot in Titusville. Dogs love us because we love dogs. We do everything we can to make sure our clients, dogs, not people, are completely comfortable and happy when they come to our shop. We've worked hard to create a safe, happy, and wholesome environment for everyone. We offer grooming, daycare, and boarding. Plus, you'll find a few products that our clients will love, and so will their owners. So bring your pups in and let them discover their new home away from home, the Barking Lot on Franklin Street in Titusville.
Hospital partners, Meadville Medical Center and Titusville Area Hospital together provide a continuum of high-quality care across Crawford County. Both create the ultimate patient experience. Every patient, every time. Meadville Medical Center and Titusville Area Hospital are more than a hospital. We are a hospital partner, a community partner, a family partner, and a health partner.
Struggle with finances. Starting today, State Farm is here to help, giving us all the chance to simply sit down and learn. Visit letstarttoday.com or talk to an agent.
We're safe and sound. Anderson Physical Therapy is committed to your long-term health and well-being. With certified licensed therapists, Andersons can provide therapy for all your rehabilitation needs. With offices located at 202 Union Street in Titusville and 118 Main Street, Ute, Anderson looks forward to opening their new location in Cambridge Springs, making it convenient for you to get back to doing the things you enjoy. So stay on top of your game with Anderson Physical Therapy, with convenient locations in Northwest Pennsylvania and online 24/7 at andersonphysicaltherapy.net.
Oil Creek Plastics, the industry leader in polyethylene pipe, is proud to be a part of the Titusville community and a proud sponsor of Titusville High School athletics. Located off Route 27 in East Titusville, Oil Creek Plastics has been a vested part of the Titusville community for 28 years. At Oil Creek Plastics, we take pride in supporting our community and are thrilled to bring instant and slow motion replay to the stream's Titusville Rocket sports broadcasts. In Titusville and here to stay, Oil Creek Plastics. Best of luck to the Titusville Rockets.
And welcome back to the Corky's Pizza Family Video post-game show. Fireworks in the air tonight. The Titusville High School Marching Band will be coming out to perform to wrap up this homecoming game. Guys?
Well, it's a good homecoming evening. They always are here at Titusville. The negative to it, of course, we're going down to a defeat of 36-13. But overall, Steve, we saw some good effort by the ball club tonight. That some of the things that we've been looking for this season, the ability to carry through 4 quarters, some excitement out in the field, some energy, and that kind of thing. So we had several boys. We talk about boys stepping up. I think several young men stepped up here tonight. In spite of the fact we're down by 23, some pretty good effort.
Really good effort for Titusville. Best we've seen probably on this so far this year. And you're right, a lot of improvement was shown here tonight at Carter Field for the Titusville Rockets. Unfortunately, this is week 6.
Yeah, exactly.
You would have liked to have seen this week 2, week 3, if not right out of the gun. So. But yeah, I thought tonight that they're breaking up now. I thought Titusville had probably their best game of the season here tonight overall. Let's see. Yeah, Coach is with Bill.
Do you want to talk to me or no? Sure.
Let's go down to Bill on the field with Coach Hancock. Bill.
Okay, Coach. Couple questions. Yep. The aspect of the game and everything went on. What do you think?
You know, I'm happy. We had a better effort, I thought, tonight, and we came out and both offensively and defensively, we did some things that we were happy with. You know, we had a few more completions. We moved the ball, had, you know, strung a few plays together. That's positive. You know, we did some things on special teams I was happy with. But, you know, we have to eliminate mental errors and things like that and be able to continue a drive on and put it in the end zone.
Seemed like when you moved the ball, you moved it real good on that fast offense. You know, yeah. Quick plays, quick go.
We have to continue to have a sense of urgency. Occasionally, we don't have that sense of urgency as much as we'd like them to have that urgency.
Okay. Well, Coach, another one under your belt, and we're going to go next week or so. Okay. Good luck, Coach.
Thank you very much.
Okay, guys, that's all from down here.
Thank you, Bill. Yeah, I think that Coach had it pretty well nailed. A sense of urgency is really a true statement, and he did see that when he had that quick offense going. He did pick up some yardage and so on with it. So.
Yeah, we did pick up some yardage, had Cochranton on their heels a little bit, but again, it's that play that seems to kill all our drives, whether it's a turnover or a missed assignment. But tonight it seemed to be more turnover prone than anything else. But again, tonight I thought we had some good plays. In the passing game, I thought more so than in the ground game. We made big strides in our passing game.
Yeah, and that's one of the weaknesses we've had all season.
The big weaknesses we've had all season.
Yeah.
We have not been able to do much in the air, and tonight we did manage to have some success.
One of our goals is having a balanced attack, and we saw that a little bit tonight with Harvey and the running backs as well as in our passing game. So you got to look for the good things. You're down 0-6. You got to see some positive out of it, and I think we did tonight, and I'm glad for that.
Well, guys, we do call it the Corky's Pizza Family Video post-game show for a reason, because we have a player of the game.
Well, we do. We think we've been talking about a lot of guys here this evening, Steve. Harvey had a good ball game. Jack Garrett had I thought Jack Garrett had a really good ball game. I thought some of our interior linemen had some good ball games. But we talked about the receiving, the passing game stepping up tonight.
Yeah, I was really happy. Like I said, that's probably the biggest gains Titusville made offensively tonight was in the passing game. And I thought tonight senior Ryan Sines had a really good ball game. Coming across the middle early to start off the game early in the first quarter. Jack hit him in stride, but hit him high. And a receiver coming across the middle doesn't like that ball up in the air. Leaves you open, exposed, the ribs and so forth. And he still managed to bring it down and got hit, took a good shot, but managed to hold on to the ball and then was off and running and did a nice job receiving. So for his play offensively tonight, Ryan Sines.
That's got my vote, guys.
Okay, Ryan Sines will be our player of the game. Corky's Pizza, player of the game. We appreciate all of our sponsors. Stop in and see everybody next week. We'll be at Carter Field, and the Warren Dragons will be coming down. A little old-fashioned Section 2 Northwest Conference kind of a thing, Steve, to put us back in our years. So that'll be a good ball game as the Warren Dragons come to visit us here in this big muddy field of Titusville. That's going back.
Wasn't that? That wasn't too long ago.
Yeah,
that was
several years ago.
2006.
2006.
2006.
Okay, so that was a few years.
My oldest son Marcus was a senior that year on here.
Here we go.
Just here. a lot like tonight, but the field was
he's always saying
worse.
that because Mark's sitting at the house watching the game with Adam.
Is that what he's
Before
doing?
you get carried
that's
away.
if they got it on. I'm not,
Before you get carried away, I'm going to say goodbye to you guys for 2 weeks. I'm headed out for Hawaii here on Tuesday.
Let's turn his mic off.
Aloha, guys. I'm going to go visit my son, Jeremy. He's over there. He's a major in the Army.
That's excellent.
So we're going to go 2 weeks and have a good time.
I would, too.
Tell Jeremy we said hi. We did say hi to him a couple years ago. So.
Yes, we did. He was
last year.
He watches, too.
He was in South Korea last year.
Yeah, he was in South Korea last year.
Yeah, you should be proud, Bill.
Oh, we all are. Yes, we are. Takes after his mother and all the rest of them.
Well, that's right. That's why we like him. He's a good kid.
You tell him we said hi and thanks for his service.
Yeah.
Steve, you're going to be MIA next week as well.
I'm going to be out of town too. Yes.
So what can we pass along to the viewers next week?
Well, the big thing I think to look for next week is can these kids come back and give us the same type of effort that they gave us tonight. And that's going to tell you a lot because we thought we had it going back in week 3 with Mercyhurst Prep, came back in week 4, and one of the worst ball games we've seen. So can these kids do this again next week? I think it's crucial.
We have partial game good, then next week look at last week.
You got to come back. You got to come back and play this type of a game and improve. You can't just play the same type of game, but you got to make more strides.
Well, we said right along, as long as you play really well. Losing, I don't like to lose. I want to be I'm on the W side. But if you lose,
so how do we all end up with him then? We all lost that one. Go ahead, Jim. Keep talking.
For me, it was genetics. I don't know what your team's excuse
Never
was.
mind. We're not going to touch
Did you have
on
an extra ticket, Bill?
I had 2 extra tickets. Yes, come on.
No, Jim was
And a
making a
bigger
very valid
suitcase.
point. What were you saying?
I have no point to make, Luke.
His point is, and trust me, because I grew up with this guy and I listened to this an awful lot, particularly in my teenage years. If you're going to beat me, but beat me at my best, not at my worst.
I could tell you stories about this idiot playing basketball for Randy Newsom that you wouldn't believe while I was broadcasting with idiot Fred Bloom.
Hey, I'll tell you what. Let's save that for next week when he's not here.
I'm not going to do that. I won't be here either. I'm done.
Promises.
I got a suitcase full of Bodemers.
And I'll be stuck here, and you got them.
Well, an idiot here, and I'm talking about the guy going to Hawaii, stands down there and badmouths a legend, true American legend in John Wayne.
I didn't badmouth him.
You did. You brought it up with disrespect. I'm mad
No.
Hey, you know, on that note, guys,
I've never seen him fall off a horse.
You didn't realize that just one question would set this off, did you?
I know, and this is going to wrap up two very proud sponsors, Corky's Pizza, Family Video. Ryan Sines, player of the game. Warren Dragons here at Carter Field next week, and some of us will be here. I'm not sure who yet, but we'll figure that out throughout the week. Final here from Carter Field, Mark and Nick for sure. 36-13, the final here at Homecoming 2016. We're going to bring you some of the sights and sounds of the Titusville High School Marching Band in just a few moments. Our coverage of Titusville Rocket football this season is brought to you by these great sponsors: State Farm Insurance, by Bayless Fuel Service, by Oil Creek Plastics, by Interstate Pipe and Supply, by Larry's Auto Service, by True Value Hardware, by Anderson Physical Therapy, by Armstrong, by the Gordon B. Garrett Funeral Home, by the Titusville Dairy Products Company, by Joe Taylor Ford, by Farmers National Bank, by the Meadville Medical Center and Titusville Area Hospital, by the Blue Canoe Brewery, by the Titusville Moose Family Center, by the Barking Lot, by Wagner's Gun Tech, by the Oil Country Federal Credit Union, by Corky's Pizza and Subs, by Family Video, and by the Titusville Beverage. The extra portion tonight, we've got the Titusville High School Marching Band performing right after the fireworks, and we'll bring you some of those sights and sounds here in just a moment. Hi, Jim.
Hey, Luke, I just wanted to mention we talked about marching bands coming up. Cochranton Marching Band was here this evening, and didn't march really, but they did stand and play. And good sounding band. It's one of the great things about high school football is being able to watch the marching bands. And so Titusville's marching band coming right up here after the Big Bang Theory is done here and the final barrage of fireworks. We talk here in the stream a lot about how well Titusville does homecoming, and tonight there's no exception. People all over town are probably wondering what's going on. Kim Jong-un, if he's hearing this, he's probably a little bit afraid too. So, okay, all set to go, Luke. It looks like Titusville High School Marching Band will be coming out.
Rocket Marching Band. The band is directed by Mr. Scott Boyer and Miss Stephanie Cicero. The band is led onto the field by Drum Major Austin Gray and Commanding Officer Tim Kriegel. Tonight, we will present to you our 2017 show, Highlights. Please enjoy the band.
Titusville High School Marching Band wrapping up Homecoming 2017. Thank you for joining us tonight from Carter Field. We'll be back here next week as the Dragons come to town to take on the Titusville Rockets.